memory.
Thomas.
Ow!
Watch what you're doing.
Ow!
What, your room wasn't messy enough?
Nah, Mom said whichever stuff I don't need I should throw out, but I don't know which stuff is the stuff I don't need.
Can I help you?
All right. Well, this goes there.
And this goes there too.
Hey, that's a wheel from the first toy car I ever had. It's a really good memory.
Well, there's no way you need this pen cap.
I do need it. It's from Katya's old pen.
So you're gonna keep it?
Uh-huh.
And this broken flashlight? Even we couldn't fix it. All right.
And this cube. Remember how you glued it together?
Your memory's amazing. You're like a computer. Memory is what helps humans not to forget anything. Memory is like a huge library where everything that people do or learn is stored. And this collection grows every single day. Computers, tablets, and phones have memory too. Only theirs is limited and can get filled up at the very worst time. But you can add memory if you have to by adding a memory card, using an external drive, or putting files on the cloud through the internet. Cool, we did it. The memories are stored away.
One last thing. Done.
Hey! Papas and I almost got thrown out because of that feather.
That's why I did it. It belongs in a trash can.
But this is a memory too.
No!
Whoa! But you filled up the whole box.
Nolik, it's not your box. I get to choose what goes in it.
What's that?
Huh?
Let go! Or you're not my friend anymore.
Thomas, great job. Just look how much trash you found.
No, Mom. That's all the stuff I want to save.
And this? Are you sure? Should we make your room into a storage locker? We can move your bed out there.
What do you want to do that for?
It's because there won't be any room left in here pretty soon. Why don't you pick out what's really valuable to you?
All right. There you go.
Now that's a lot better.
It's the most valuable thing. For real.
Your choice.
Nolik, Mom's gone now. Nolik, where did you go?
Memorabilia helps us remember things we have enjoyed. They could be photos, drawings, figurines, magnets, just about anything. But when you have too many of them piling up and they're not organized at all, those pleasant memories can quickly disappear. If you want to organize your pictures, you can scan them and store them inside your computer. You can nicely arrange your figurines on a shelf and keep them dusted. And while you're getting organized, if you find something you don't need, you don't have to just throw it out. Try to figure out if there's some new way that you could use it. For instance, a cracked kettle could become a lovely flower pot. And don't forget, before you buy something new, really think about it. Maybe you already have it at home.
Nolik, are you mad at me? Nolik? Mom, stop! Nolik, you're not hurt. Oh, you scared me to death.
That's the second time I was almost thrown out.
Come on, stop sulking. I said I was sorry, didn't I? And I saved the feather as a memory.
Huh?
So we won't fight anymore.
Maybe we should throw that feather out. It only caused suffering for both me and you.
But what about the memory?
That kind of thing you don't forget. Anyhow, I took something else from the trash can for the memory.
A wrapper?
Uh-huh. You remember when you ate a ton of candy? And then your tooth had to get pulled?
When was that?
Your memory looks like it ran out of memory.
The online store.
1, 2, 3, turn it!
Simka, you need to turn it in the opposite direction. No, it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Why don't you come down here and do it, and I'll sit back and watch you?
My dissertation? It went great. I successfully defended it. Professor Eugenius? No, he didn't congratulate me.
I told the professor over and over not to forget about that.
He wouldn't be our Eugenius if he wasn't forgetful.
You should stop your joking and go and tell the professor about Elisa.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, go fix it once again.
Whoa. Guess we shouldn't bother him. Then what do we do now? Look at that, Tweak. What is it? A store on the internet? Uh-huh. The professor probably wanted to buy flowers, but got distracted. I think we should finish ordering them for him. There are so many bouquets to choose from. I'm sure he'd want the biggest one. What do you think these numbers mean? The number of flowers that are in it. Oh, everything's already filled in. The name, address, and a number for some kind of card. There, done. Tadeish! They'll get here in an hour.
If there's something you want to buy, you don't have to go out to a store anymore to get it. Clothing, fresh food, electronics, supplies for your pet, or a toy you might like. You can order almost anything you want from an online store without leaving home. It's simple. You pick out what you want, put it in a shopping cart, and pay for it. But kids should only shop online with the help of an adult. Before you know it, your order will be delivered straight to your house. Just as long as you gave them the right address, that is.
Ah, what a lovely smell. Oh, there's a note in here. To Professor Eugenius, thanks a lot. I was certain they were from me.
Hey, you got it all wrong. They're from him. They're for you. We can fix this, no problem. To Elisa. Done.
Another bouquet? These kind of flowers always set off my allergies.
Professor Eugenius is so absent-minded. First they get sent to the wrong person, then he sends the wrong kind.
We can fix it, no problem. Name, address, done.
Why does my phone keep making all these funny sounds today?
Don't worry, this time we know that we got everything right.
Good job, guys.
What is this? How?
What happened?
Someone used my card and ordered a ton of flowers without me knowing.
No, not a ton, just 3. Bouquets, that is.
What? You mean you guys never told the professor?
Never told me about what?
Well, Elisa, she was crying, and you were busy working. We decided to help you out.
You decided to help me out by spending a lot of my money?
Money? What do you mean, money?
You think you can get flowers on the internet without having to pay?
That's what those numbers must have been about. But you wanted to order flowers anyway, didn't you?
Yes, I did. And look, I've already done it. And then you...
Professor Eugenius, you remembered.
When you're playing a game with play money, you can spend as much as you want. But when you're playing a game on the internet, you have to be careful. Many of the websites out there that offer games and cartoons charge real money that is collected using credit or debit cards. Adults get these cards from their banks or through work. They're convenient for paying in places like restaurants, theaters, or stores. Salesmen put the card in a reader to take money from the buyer's bank account, and the buyer gets a message saying how much money he has left. Now people can pay for things directly from their phones. Only kids, you have to remember this simple rule. Don't buy anything through the internet without the help of an adult. Because with just one click, money can be gone for good.
Congratulations on defending your dissertation. You did so well.
Thanks so much. But you spent much too much money, dear Professor.
Oh, nothing is too much for you, Elisa. Yes, and I'll make sure that the plant is taken care of properly. It will get watered and fed every single day.
And I'll watch you, so I can tell you how you're supposed to be watering them.
The cell phone.
Hey, Nolik, come on out and play.
He's not allowed. He was punished.
Can you tell me what you did?
I grabbed a Pac-Man, and I forgot to ask.
How long do you have to sit there?
Until Marcia and Papoose come home from their boozness.
What did you say?
Business, a work trip. They're inside of your father's cell phone right now. They were busy doing repairs in there when he left the house for work. Do you know the reason why a mobile phone is also called a cell phone? Mobile phones are connected to other mobile phones with the help of special radio stations that are put on top of towers and building roofs. Each one of these stations sends signals to its own area below, and each area is called a cell. A mobile phone works anywhere it can find a nearby station that it can connect to. So as long as there is a station nearby, you can talk as much as you want. You can even move from one cell to another. And without you ever knowing it, your mobile phone will switch from one station to another one. So your conversation can keep on going, even if you're running after a bus or riding on it.
Tom Thomas, hello.
There you go, my dad came back home already. Hi, Dad, how are you?
Can you believe it? It looks like I lost my phone.
What do you mean you lost it? Where?
I have no idea.
So what? I'm gonna have to sit in here forever now? You? Our parents are missing.
The phone stopped shaking a while now. We're probably already at home.
Not home to me.
How can we ever get home to our children?
Where's my Marcia? Don't whine. We'll work something out.
Don't worry, I got a phone. Let's give him a ring.
They can't answer your call. But what if they answer us? Call them, Tom Thomas.
Don't even think it. We're not allowed to talk to humans.
We're not gonna talk to them. We're just gonna listen. We need to close the contacts.
It's no use. Oh, they answered the phone.
Let me talk. Papoose, Marcia, it's me, Simka. Simka? Yeah, Marcia, where are you?
In the telephone!
The phone part is not what she's asking you.
Oh, it smells a lot like gasoline in here.
Ask your father, was he anywhere around gasoline?
Dad! Dad, did you go anywhere today where it smells like gasoline?
Gasoline? I had to go to the gas station.
That's the place where your telephone disappeared.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Well, I've got
Intuition.
intuition.
Intuition, huh? You know what? I'll go check.
Tidish. Come and check out our Fixie ringtone.
Telephone is, telephone is, telephone is, telephone is, telephone is, ring, ring, the telephone is, ring, ring, the telephone is, ring, ring, the telephone is ringing, won't you answer please? Ring, ring, the telephone is, ring, ring, the telephone is, ring, ring, the telephone is ringing, won't you answer please? Your phone is ringing!
It's just incredible. You see? I found it. Son, you're one clairvoyant. I didn't notice when it fell out of my pocket back at the gas station.
My children.
Oh, my Marcia. Papoose.
Aw, my sweeties.
So, just by any chance, you think you might happen to know where I can find that nice watch I lost?
No.
Don't worry, there's no rush. Just use that intuition you've got.
The hologram.
I think it's 7. Yeah.
Oh, looks like I've got that number on my card.
Ah, you're so lucky, Fire.
I know, right? Whoa!
Chusaka!
Hey, Chusaka, no! Aw, and I was so close to winning. I'm so tired of Chusaka ruining our games.
Well, you know, dogs like playing their own games.
And what? She has to play right here?
Help me out. We'll put these back where they were before.
Uh-huh. And then she'll just come in and mess it all up again. We need a way to distract her somehow.
So, we're gonna feed her, huh?
Not quite. We'll make a piece of candy for her. It'll be a hologram here on the phone. Chusaka will be busy trying to figure out how to eat it the rest of the day.
That's great. But a hologram, how does it work?
A hologram is a three-dimensional image projected into the air. It looks like a real object from every side, only it's translucent. You can look at holograms in your own home. To do it, you need to make a pyramid out of clear plastic. Any clear plastic box will work. First, cut out the 4 sides and connect them. The next step is to look for a 3D hologram video on the internet. Start playing it and put your plastic piece on top of the phone. Pretty cool, isn't it?
Class! It's like real candy!
Chusaka! Get over here!
Oh well, it looks like your hologram's not interesting to her.
Could it be that she just wants some different food?
You're right! We forgot that she's a meat eater.
It's done. Quiet.
I don't get it. What's wrong with it now?
Nolik, how dumb are we? We made her some meat, but it doesn't have any smell. Done. Let's hide.
You want to go play now?
Uh-huh. It wasn't the plan for the hologram to work like that.
Fire, we gotta help her.
Help her? How come? She's the one that did that to herself.
Fire was just kidding. Tell her, Fire.
I'm sure that you've seen how superheroes in the movies often use holograms. They might use them to call a partner or look at a map in 3D. But it isn't just in the movies. You can find this technology in real life today. With its help, scientists can make models of the human body that are easier to study than flat pictures. You can also find holograms in museums, both as items on display and as guides. There are teachers already giving holographic lectures, appearing to be right there in the hall. And in circuses, holographic images are being used to replace animals. Now, instead of elephants, dolphins, and lions, their 3-dimensional copies perform. And it's great! They're no less exciting than watching live animals. And this way, the real animals can be free to roam in the wild.
Chusaka, no! Come on, stop chasing us, Chusaka!
Chusaka, stop it right now! What's going on? You sad little thing. Who did that to her? Chusaka, just hang in there. I'm gonna save you. Whose idea was that?
We thought Chusaka would get distracted with a hologram, but then she put her nose in there and got stuck.
It was her fault. She's the one that kept getting in our way.
Maybe you were getting in her way, actually. Fire! Wouldn't the table have been fine for this game?
No way in the world. I am gonna play where I want.
Come on, I'm sure we can work this out. So you Fixies are safe, and Chusaka has eaten. Well, let's see. 5! Bingo! Chusaka really loves that catapult game you came up with.
And I love how she beat us in bingo. Just like always, best at everything.
Maybe you didn't notice, Fire, but I saw you win a game today.
What game was that?
That scary one. That game of tag with Chusaka.
The X-ray.
All right.
The professor. He's fiddling with that X-ray again. Oh, wait. I bet you he's gonna go and test it on Elisa now.
So who can I use for testing this? Elisa!
By the way, I wonder, do X-rays only work on humans? X-rays work on anyone. The X-ray's power lies in its special rays. These rays easily pass through soft tissues, but can't pass through bones. So their shadow appears on the X-ray film. This way, a doctor can quickly see if a bone is broken and a cast is needed to help it heal properly. X-rays are very helpful, but it's important not to get them too often and to protect yourself by wearing a special protective apron to make sure the powerful rays don't hit places where you don't want them to go. Do you think we're twins on the inside like we are on the outside? Let's have Eugenius X-ray us. We'll tell him we want to volunteer in the name of science. Did you already forget we broke his beaker? I'll bet he didn't forget. Then let's take him ourselves. Move closer to the camera.
Professor Eugenius, am I just some guinea pig to you?
No, you're volunteering in the name of science, Elisa.
In the name of science?
Yeah.
If that's so, all right then.
What a trooper you are. All right, have a seat right there. Good. And your hand goes here. Perfect. Keep your back straight. Now don't move. Are you ready, Elisa? I'm about to shoot. Cheese. You have simply stunning bones, Elisa.
And what is that?
What? Is that a gear on there?
I have got to get some medical help immediately.
Elisa, there's no need to exaggerate. There's nothing immediate. I can explain everything.
Dude, why did you turn yourself into a gear? I don't know. I must have gotten scared or something. All right, then I'll try. I'm ready. How do you get this camera to go lower? How much longer? Got it. Or maybe not. It was all your jumping, and now it's frozen.
Elisa, it was just a mistake, a little hiccup in the program. There was nothing in there.
Are you sure there's nothing there?
Me? I am absolute... Elisa, you'll see for yourself. All right, Elisa, sit up straight. There you go. Now don't move, and there.
How does it look now? It's moving around in there. Ambulance! Ambulance!
I have no idea what's wrong.
It's your fault my picture ended up on our X-ray. Well, you're the one that made yourself into a gear. It was an accident. It just happened on its own.
So it was you who did this. You have no right to frighten Elisa, you two.
We're conducting an experiment over here. We were testing your X-ray. That's it.
Yeah? And how is it?
Hard to say. Every time we try using that thing, it turns us into a gear.
You Fixies have that defensive reaction. Even an X-ray can't capture a Fixie. The picture, that is.
Oh.
It's impossible to photograph a Fixie. That's right. As soon as someone points their camera, smartphone, or tablet at one of us, we Fixies automatically turn into small screws or gears. Even a machine as sophisticated as an X-ray can't get around this fact. It's not just a useful habit for us, but a reflex. All of us have it since the moment that we're born, even though we're not all aware of it. But the number of times little Fixies have escaped being detected by humans because of this unique trait is simply astronomical. But I'm going to stop joking for a moment now. Are you ready to learn the secret of what we Fixies all have inside of us? We've got a red-hot motor, a clear mind, and a kind soul inside.
All right. Take it easy, take it easy.
Here we go with nothing extra this time.
Yup. When we're in our gear form, we're also identical.
You again. I'm gonna get you. Stop. Come back here.
Oh, now they're reproducing.
Elisa, there's no need to worry. Look, Elisa, here are my gears. I left them inside the X-ray.
You mean there's nothing wrong inside of my hand?
No, you're fine, Elisa. How about we take just one last X-ray in the name of science?
Oh.
The birthday.
Well, Buggy, how's that? Do I look like the birthday boy? And this is for my presents. Oh, it's Simka. Well, wait over here. I know, she's making a surprise. Let's go take a look.
Every kid just loves to celebrate their birthday. And it's no wonder. Presents, guests, and, of course, a big birthday cake with candles. You'll probably say you'd love to have it every day, right? But what actually makes your birthday party so fun is that it only happens once a year. Eating a birthday cake every day would get boring real quick. And please, don't be sad if the number of candles you have is still small. You'll get older. You can count on it. Fixies celebrate their birthdays too. Only we don't pull on ears like humans do in some countries as a wish for kids to grow. Because what if we grow so big we can't fit in appliances? Want to know how you can congratulate us? It's easy. Just take good care of your things and protect them from breaking.
Look out! That was just like Nolik. You should have seen how he ran into this capacitor.
Simka, there was no reason for you to bring that up today.
Oops. What day is it today? Is it Butterfly Day? Hat Day? Music Day?
What kind of music day? Did you forget? It's my birthday today.
Oh, well then, happy birthday.
That's all? Ugh, let's go, Buggy. They couldn't care less. Look, my first present arrived.
Oh, Nolik, that's mine. Sorry. Bye now.
Hey, where are you going?
Please, girls, stay focused. That was the third take you messed up.
How about that time when Nolik was shooting us?
Yeah, who could ever forget that?
And you're laughing at me too? On my day?
Since when is it yours, Nolik?
You don't remember either? Uh-huh. See you soon. At least Papoose knows what day it is.
Oh, Nolik! Here, help me out. Give me a screwdriver.
And, what is that?
It's a projector. If you want a real movie theater in your own home, you'll need a projector. You plug it into your computer, pick a movie you want to watch, and the video signal will travel through the wire to the projector. There, a bright lamp and mirrors add color to the frames, so it can be sent to a movie screen or a wall through a lens that magnifies the picture several times over and brings it into focus. Some projectors don't even need a computer to work. The movies are stored right inside the projector. That goes there, right.
Papoose, don't Don't you remember what day it is today?
Mm-hmm. It's Friday.
That's all? I've had it with all you. I'm gonna go fly away to the moon.
Come on now. Do you remember how that ended up the last time you tried?
Are you ganging up on me or what? You gotta know that today is my...
How about you go and turn this on?
Yeah, I get it. That's all you need me for, right? I'll go live with some other Fixies, and then you'll be sorry. I'm sure that they won't forget when it's my birthday. Oh, what's that?
Nolik is the best! Nolik is the best! Nolik is the best! Happy birthday!
And I thought you all forgot me. Hooray!
Does that mean that now you'll stay with us?
I'll stay with you until my next birthday. Then we'll see.
The robot.
Did I already tell you what I'm hoping you'll get me for my birthday present?
Yes, honey. Only 1,000 times or so.
A Robotazoid R300 would just be the greatest. With Megavision, I want it. I really do. I do.
Well, tomorrow you'll find out.
But now it's time to sleep, Tom Thomas.
Wow, that is one great present.
And we got Tom Thomas absolutely zero for his birthday. We're just terrible friends.
So, how does this robot work? Okay, so let's give this a try, shall we? First, we'll take a walk.
And how does he have any idea where the robot's going?
I can tell you. One of the robot's eyes is a video camera. The robot sends the picture to the screen on the controller so the player can see where the robot is going.
Yeah!
And that's just one thing they know how to do. A robot is a smart machine that can do very difficult or dangerous work for humans. With its strong metal arms, a robot can move heavy objects or put together parts to build cars and other machines. Robots are often sent into outer space or to the bottom of the ocean to help scientists. There are also robots that can understand what people are saying, and robots that can talk and even make jokes, just like people.
I've got it. Now let's turn you around.
What was that?
Look. You know,
He destroyed him!
Nolik, stop!
You were playing with that, right?
you think Tom will notice?
I know what you're doing all night. I'm off to bed.
I'll get him to work. I'll stay up until I do.
Simka, let's try and...
No, we're gonna need some help.
When your TV has broken, when your cell phone has croaked, your laptop's barely working, the kettle's had a stroke. Don't ask us where we're going, for it's known far and wide that any kind of problem is clearer from inside. 1, 2, 3. Inside will be to fix what's wrong, till it runs strong. In gadgets and devices, our work will never end. Appliances are fickle, they need a loyal friend. At morning, noon, and midnight of every single day. When there is an emergency, you know we're on our way. 1, 2, 3. Inside will be all day and night. We fix things right. 1, 2, 3. Inside will be all day and night. We fix things right. We live to keep on working, and work for us is fun. So we'll just keep on working, 'cause our work's never done. And deep inside of gadgets, if you look when it's dark, you might just see us race around like multicolored sparks. 1, 2, 3. Inside will be to fix what's wrong, till it runs strong. 1, 2, 3. Inside will be all day and night. We fix things right. 1, 2, 3. Inside will be to fix what's wrong, till
died!
A robotizoided R300. I can't believe it.
Well, happy birthday to you, Tom Thomas.
I'm sorry, Tom Thomas. Last night, your robot, I broke it.
Dad, it works perfectly. Don't you see?
I'm so proud of you. You fixed it.
I couldn't fix it at all. I tried everything.
Oh, you want to tell me that the robot fixed itself? What a joker.
Mom, Dad, thanks so much. I love it.
And how about thanking us?
I should have known it was you who fixed the robot.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Yay!
Hide and seek.
-18 plus 32, all multiplied by 16 to the 5th power. Simka! Let's play hide and seek, huh? You promised you'd play today. No, not now. Uh-huh. Yeah. Could you play just one round? And then when we're done, you can go back to your math. Why don't you ask Buggy to play? If you want, I can go look for you, and you can go and hide. To find the area of a triangle, wait a second, you need to know... You're the one that told me you gotta keep your promises. And now you're staring at your Fixie tab. All right, let's check. If your base is 20 and your height's 8, then the area of the triangle's... Get up! Quickly! Nolik, what's wrong? Didn't you hear it? There was a boom over in the kitchen. Well, I didn't hear anything booming. Well, it did, and Papa said you need to go there right now. You wait here. I'll hold it for you. All right, Simka. You and I are playing hide and seek.
When Fixies come face to face with a human, they turn themselves into screws, or just find a place to hide. Fixie kids are taught to do this at home and at school. However, some Fixie kids also try hiding when they're not prepared for their class. Adult Fixies like to take part in Fixie hide-and-seek competitions. This year's winner was a friend of Papu's. He stayed hidden for so long that he ran out of power and turned into a screw without even wanting to. Humans also like to play hide-and-seek. One person is the seeker and everyone else hides. Or it can be played with only one person hiding and everyone else looking for him. Whoever finds him starts hiding with him until only one seeker remains. Then the game starts all over again.
Nothing happened in the kitchen. Do you hear me, Nolik? Where is he? And where's my Fixie tab? Yoo-hoo! Enough with your joking. Give me back my Fixie tab. Find me and you can have it. Piece of cake, Nolik. Nope, not there. Not there either. Want a hint? How about we play You're on Fire? You're really cold. Ooh, you're freezing. Getting warmer. Oh, you're hot. You're on fire. If I'm on fire, then where are you? If you're on fire, it means you burned down. It means you went the wrong way. You got it all backwards. When I'm getting closer, it's hot. When I'm getting further, it's cold. That's how the game works. Get it? Really? Okay, I know an easier way. Should I go to the left or the right? Go straight. To the right. No, not there. But you just said to the right. I mixed it up. Now definitely to the right. Now to your left. Go, to the left. Oh, no, to the right. Turn left. Oh, no, I mean to the right. You went the wrong way again. I'd rather look for you without any of your clues.
Television, 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 drits, it's television, drits, it's television, drits, it's television. Where do Fixies hide inside? Drits, it's television, drits, it's television, drits, it's television. Where do Fixies hide inside?
Calculator. Generator.
Do you give up or what? That means I won that round, and that you're the one that's still it.
There was no round. Got that? Now you give me back my Fixie tab.
Calm down, I'll give it to you. Oh, I don't have it with me.
Is this a joke?
Your tab's right out in the hallway. In Tom Thomas's right sneaker. That's where I was hiding.
Chusaka, no!
Simka, don't do it. She'll try to eat us.
And who had the bright idea of hiding in a sneaker? Hold on. Did you say it's inside the right one?
Well, yeah. Oh, it was in the left? I went and mixed it all up again.
Yeah. It looks like I gotta teach you left from right. Try to remember, this is my left side, and this one's my right.
The nightlight.
They're very close. I can feel them. Help me! Help me! Help me!
That's all. You've had enough monsters. It's not good to watch these kinds of movies before bed.
Mom, really, I'm not scared. Let me watch the end, would you?
I told you, that's all. Well, good night, honey.
Ah! Who's there? They're very close. I feel them.
Can you believe it? He's sleeping, and he didn't turn the light off.
Yeah, and so?
And so, if every human went to sleep with a light on, there wouldn't be enough electricity to go around. Hup!
Everyone can probably remember walking into an empty room with the lights turned on, or finding a TV on that nobody's watching. One little light or TV might not seem like much, but just imagine how many people are living on this earth. Well, if everybody forgot to turn off the lights or TV when they weren't being used, the amount of wasted electricity would equal the amount of energy produced by 100 power plants. And each of these power plants needs freight cars of coal or rivers of oil to keep running. And all that fuel has to be extracted and burned constantly. Now do you see how expensive burning a light bulb is for the Earth? So don't forget to turn off electrical appliances when you're not using them. It's so easy.
Who turned off the light? They're very close. I feel them. I feel them. I feel them.
Look, what's up with him?
I think he's playing sleep hockey.
Looks like his position is left out.
Ha ha. Anyway, he should get a penalty for wasting electricity.
Monsters!
Hey, what do you think we are, hockey pucks?
Nolik, Simka, forgive me.
Who did you think we were?
Monsters.
Well, I see how you could mistake Simka for one, but obviously not me.
Tom Thomas, what are you doing? Why are you sleeping with the light on?
I was so dumb. I watched this monster movie on TV before bed. Now I'm scared to sleep without the light on.
And that dumb old monster flick, why were you watching it?
I felt like getting scared.
You're great at getting scared.
Keep quiet, or we'll wake up your mom and dad.
How am I gonna fall asleep now?
Here's a good idea. You can use a nightlight. A nightlight is a little light that humans who don't like to sleep in the dark use in their rooms. The nightlight has a dim glow.
That's because it works with the special kind of light bulb that uses very little electricity. These kinds of light bulbs are called energy efficient. That's hard to say. And you can find night lights that use such low energy bulbs that they can work off of a battery.
But you know there isn't a nightlight here.
How would you get by without us? Tonight, I'm here to help you. I'm gonna be your night light. Look, right there. There's our lampshade.
Thanks so much. You really are a friend indeed, Nolik.
It was easy. Just go to sleep.
Nolik. Do you know any good stories?
I know one about a big meat grinder.
Nah, no way. You'd better tell me a story about a nice, kind Fixie.
Ah, I know a good one. And here's how it goes. Grandpoos was working inside of a very big clock. Actually, the clock wasn't that big. And I'm not sure if it was Grandpoos, but it was a clock. I think.
Candy.
Nice black eye. Tom Thomas, did you fall? How did you hurt your eye?
I had a big fight with Johnny.
Oh, wow! How could you? What was the fight about?
We argued over who's cooler, a racer or a boxer.
A race driver's cooler.
Of course! That's what I said to him. But Johnny had to prove it's a boxer.
Well,
He proved it all right. Can't you see?
you don't prove anything at all by fighting. What a profession, a boxer. Yeah, now your dad, he's got an amazing profession, a journalist. He gets to travel to different countries and brings back all sorts of funny stuff. They even show him on TV.
No.
What do you mean?
Boxers are cooler. Everyone's really afraid of them.
Don't be gloomy, Tom Thomas. Have a candy. I've got a good idea. How about a taste tester? That's the best job.
And what is he testing?
A taste tester is someone who tests the tastes of drinks and food. Yeah, how come? They want to find out if the food is delicious and what all the flavors are in it.
Super! What a great profession.
But a taste tester's not a job just anyone can do.
I can do it.
Then let's check. So open your mouth and then close your eyes. Try to figure out what the flavor is inside of this piece of candy.
Strawberry.
That's right. Good job, Tom Thomas. And this?
That tastes like orange.
You missed that one. It was lime. Yeah, Tom Thomas. If you want to be a food taster, you're gonna need to do some serious practicing.
Let's do it. Raspberry.
You got it.
Simka. How do they get the candy to be hard on the outside and filled with liquid on the inside?
Don't get distracted. You're training. Yeah! Hard candy is made like this. First, a sweet syrup is cooked until it is thick and stretchy. Then the mixture is pulled into long, hollow tubes that are like noodles. As the tubes cool down, they start getting harder. And it's right then that the tubes are filled with the soft, fruity center and then cut into pieces. It all has to be done quickly before the tubes have a chance to get totally hard. And that's how candy is made that is hard on the outside and soft on the inside.
It could be strawberry, only I just can't tell anymore. Ouch!
What's wrong?
My tooth.
Was I hearing things? Or did someone yell? Oh, I got it. Come on. Let's take a look at your tooth.
A taste tester has to be the most delicious profession in the world. They taste all sorts of things like cheeses and chocolates and decide which ones taste better. Everything is tested for taste, even water, because different waters taste differently. There are also testers who don't test food and drinks, but rather they test the smells of things like deodorants or perfumes. Not everybody can become a really great tester. First, you have to be able to tell apart all the different tastes and smells. You also need to know when it's time to stop, or you can make yourself sick and lose your ability to tell things apart. That's the reason why taste testers only take very small bites of food and very, very little sips.
If you're gonna have a bad tooth, it's good to have a mom who's a dentist. That's true. She's a good dentist. She'll fix it in no time. She'll pull that tooth right out. So, did she pull it out?
Nah, she just gave me some medicine to gargle.
Your tooth, does it hurt?
Yeah, it hurts a little.
Hey, now I definitely know who's cooler than a boxer.
Who?
Who else? A dentist. Even boxers are afraid of going to the dentist.
The spare part.
Hey, what's going on? It was just working.
Hi there, Tom Thomas.
Simka and Nolik. Look, I've got a
Sorry,
problem.
no time to play. We're busy.
Busy? With what?
We got put in charge here for the day. We even get to use one of the pack-a-mats. Papoose and Marcia went out to visit our Fixie friends. Papoose used to be with them at the Space Center years ago.
Ever since he was a boy, Papoose dreamed of going into space. And why not? Fixies work on rockets, too. He even got a job at the Astronaut Training Center. He was put in charge of the centrifuge, and he made sure it worked perfectly. The centrifuge is a sort of very fast carousel for training astronauts. And Papoose trained inside of it, too. Unfortunately, Papoose never knew the rocket was scheduled to fly on his day off. And when he found out, it was too late, and the rocket blasted off without him. Since then, Papoose hates his days off. But he still longs to fix something like that centrifuge. You know, something turning around like a washing machine. Too bad for Papoose that the one in his house seems to keep working perfectly fine.
So that means today you fix everything?
Uh-huh.
Well then, it's your lucky day, because my car just broke down.
Hooray! We've got work to do. Nolik, let's go! Well, what broke down here? Wait a sec. Here, this part burned out. It's all covered in black. I wonder where we can get the same part, but a clean one. A clean one? Nolik! Genius! There's the same exact part inside the dishwasher. We can take it from there. Come on! Do you have any idea how all these parts are connected to one another? With this thing right under you. It's a special part called a circuit board. A circuit board's made like this. First, the board gets covered with a thin layer of metal. Then, paths are laid onto the board where the electricity is going to flow. After that, all of the extra metal is washed off of it with a special cleaning liquid, leaving the metal paths that were drawn on the board. These paths work just like wires to connect the parts on the board to each other. And then all that's left to do is attach those parts to their places on the paths. Pull it! Tadish! Tom Thomas, Tadish!
Hooray! It works again!
Tom Thomas, I'm about to start the dishwasher. Are there any dirty dishes in your room?
Nah.
Slow down!
Slow what down?
Slow down your mom. We took the new part out of the dishwasher, see?
Mom, wait! Don't start it! you need to put in this one dirty cup.
Nolik, follow me. Inside the TV's the same part. Now back to the dishwasher. We barely made it. We grabbed the part from the TV in the living room.
Not the TV. My mom's favorite program is about to start.
The television is working now.
And where'd you get the part for it?
From your dad's computer in his office.
Hi, everybody. I'm home.
Hi, hon. Are you ready for dinner?
In a bit. I've got to finish a little work on the computer.
Simka, hurry! Where else can we find that part?
Stop. That's enough running. Here, take it back from the car.
And then we put the part back into the computer and it started working again.
Oh, that was really silly.
Remember, you little experts, never repair any device at the cost of another one.
I understand now. And I understand.
If you were smart, you could have taken the part out of the old radio in the closet.
Papus, but you know the radio wouldn't work then.
That old thing hasn't been working for years.
Marcia and I have pulled out half those parts already.
The aquarium.
The coast is clear. The humans have left. Come on, let's go.
Marcia, why are the fish looking so tired?
'Cause they're not getting enough air in there. The water in the aquarium is dirty and it needs air, but the filter isn't working.
The filter?
Yes, that device over there.
These fish need our help, and if we don't do something right now, they could die.
Right. First, I'll fix that light, while you and Marcia go over there and see what is wrong with the filter.
But I want to go and look at the filter, too. You're too small for this. Oh, whoa. And you're a giant. I mean, you're like 6 feet tall, huh?
That's enough arguing. Nolik, let's go. Well, let's check it. Not working. Nolik, where are you?
I'm up here.
What are you doing up there?
Nothing. Holding on.
We don't have time for that. Get down. We have to get this switch working.
Marcia, what's the matter with the filter?
Well, probably something's caught inside and it's stopping the motor from turning. A filter is used to keep the aquarium water clean. A motor in the filter turns the paddles and pumps water through a fine net or a sponge. The dirt in the water gets trapped in there, and the cleaned water is put back into the aquarium. Many filters not only clean the water, but also add air to it, so there will be more oxygen in the water. You see, even though fish live their lives in water, they need oxygen just like all of us.
Way to go there!
There are lots of ways for people to breathe underwater. As an experiment, try putting an empty glass upside down in water, and you'll see that some of the air stays in there. That's the idea behind the ancient diving bell. An empty bell was lowered under the water, and some of the air remained in there for the diver to breathe. And about 200 years ago, the first diving suits were invented. The diver got air from a hose that started above the water. This let the diver spend a long time under the water and even walk around on the bottom, but just not too far. Later on, people learned to squeeze a lot of air inside of metal tanks, and that's when scuba diving started. Scuba divers breathe the air stored in these tanks so they can swim freely and even dive deep down below the water.
Our work is done. The light is on, and the filter is working.
And the fish look so excited!
As if they're not fish, but monsters. Thank goodness they're behind glass.
Papoose!
Just hang on. We'll be right there to save you. But I don't even have my pack-a-mat.
Ooh, look how they're chopping their teeth. They must be so hungry.
You're right. They're hungry. Nolik, come on.
I can't believe those fish. They're so ungrateful. We went ahead and fixed their filter, and all they wanted to do was gobble us up. And I'm the one who saved you from them. I was the one watching what was going on. Oh, gee.
Hold it. Do you think giving her some food will help?
As long as you're not thinking that food is me.
The balloon.
No way. You'll miss for sure.
No problem.
Anybody can do that. But I bet you can't do it if you tried bouncing the ball off the floor first.
Just look. Oh, what are my parents gonna do to me? Maybe we should call Simka. Simka!
And what's Simka gonna do to us when she sees this? So, got yourself in trouble, huh? You shouldn't be playing with a ball inside. And now we have your lamp to fix.
But how? Only my dad can reach all the way up there.
Why just your dad? You have a hot air balloon over there.
That doesn't fly. It's just a toy, see?
Well, it might be just a toy to you, but for us Fixies, it's absolutely real. If an object is lighter than water, it floats up to the surface. And in the same way, if something is lighter than air, it floats upward. Did you know that hot air is lighter than cold air? Well, it is. And that means if you warm up the air in a balloon, it will float up. Hot air balloons use special gas burners to heat up the air inside of them so they will get lighter. And the bigger the balloon, the more people it can take up into the air.
I know what you're saying, but where do we get a burner?
You think Fixies don't have their own burners? Huh! Sure we've got them. Bring it down here, and I'll go talk to our parents.
No, no, and no. The human child must never see us.
Listen now, Simka. We already don't approve of him seeing you and Nolik.
He won't look. Papas, please. You're the one who told us how you dreamed of flying since you trained to go into space.
Yeah. For 2 years I waited on standby, but I never went up.
And you've never flown in a hot air balloon either, honey.
So let's call it a deal. I talked them into it. There's just one condition. You can't watch.
Okay.
You can come in now.
Now prepare the burner.
Coming right up. Permission for takeoff?
Permission is granted. And off we go!
Hooray! It's flying! Don't you peek. Turn around.
Oh, it was an accident.
I'm going to evaluate the damage.
Maintaining proper altitude.
So, they've reached the spot.
Air balloons are really awesome. I wonder, who figured out how to do that?
It was the Montgolfiers.
The hot air balloon was invented in the 18th century by the Montgolfier brothers from France. In those days, there were no gas burners, so they heated the air inside the balloon by burning straw. At first, there were no passengers on their balloon. Not counting the Fixies, of course. I mean, how else could a balloon get up in the air without them? Unfortunately, the names of the first Fixies who took that flight were not recorded in the annals of history. Following the Fixies' flight, the next passengers were animals, a ram, a rooster, and a duck. And it was not until those three safely landed after flying a full 4 kilometers that humans dared to fly in hot air balloons themselves. Ever since their invention, hot air balloons have also gone by another name, Montgolfiers.
Tadish!
Tadish!
All right. Simka, please let your parents know that I'm so very thankful.
Okay, by the way, now you can turn around. You know, Simka, let's fly the balloon just like them. There's no way, Nolik. We would need to use the burner, and kids aren't allowed to play with fire.
I'll give you a ride. Look, I still need to put it back up on the shelf, so climb in and let's do it.
Brothers. Okay then, like brother and sister, Montgolfier.
The thermos.
Where should I put it?
Put what, Tom Thomas?
Oh, it's you. My ice cream.
Are you joking? Eat it.
I can't.
Tom Thomas, are you all right?
I'm fine. It's just that it's a present for my mom. Today is Mother's Day.
Then you need to go give it to her.
I can't. Dad and I are going to congratulate her together.
What's your dad gonna give her?
I don't know. But when he gets back home, the ice cream will have melted.
Then put it in the freezer.
And what if Mom looks in there and finds it? The surprise will be ruined. So where won't she find it?
I'll tell you where. Inside of your dad's office.
I don't see any place to hide it here. There's no freezer or anything.
Why don't you take a look inside the box?
Here's a thermos, but what good is it to me? Thermoses are for keeping things hot. The ice cream will melt in there.
It will not. A thermos is made by putting one bottle inside of another. Between the bottles is an empty space, and that's the secret of a thermos. That space stops heat from getting out or in. So if there's hot tea inside, the empty space doesn't let the heat from the tea get out. And if there's ice cream in the thermos, the space stops the heat that's outside from getting in. And that's how a thermos keeps hot things hot and cold things cold.
That's it. I'll go and play for a little while.
He didn't even say thank you, did he, Nolik? Where are you? Nolik! I'm here! Where? In the thermos! What are you doing in there? I wanted to see that vacuum you talked about. Just don't touch anything. And don't even think of licking the foil. The ice cream's so cold, your tongue will stick to the metal. It's already stuck. What did you say? It's already stuck. Already stuck? Uh-huh. Try to unstick it. Well, is it working? Nuh-uh. And what if you breathe onto the foil? Nuh-uh. Hang on, Nolik. I'll go and get Tom Thomas.
is a wonderful time of year. Holidays, presents, snowballs, skates, sleds. But the cold is also something serious that you shouldn't fool around with. The most important thing is to dress warmly. Cover your head with a hat and your throat with a scarf. Then there's less chance you'll catch a cold or get a sore throat. And to keep your hands from getting chapped, don't forget to wear gloves. And never walk around in wet shoes in the winter. That's a sure way to get yourself sick. And there's one more thing I want to tell you. It's great to have fun in the cold, but use your head. Don't eat snow or stick your tongue on metal fences, poles, or doorknobs. Your tongue can get stuck so strongly to the metal that it will be very hard to get off. I wish you all a glorious winter.
Nolik's tongue got stuck.
Where?
In the thermos. Hurry! I'll explain everything later.
Dad, you're already home?
Mm-hmm.
Dad, why are you taking my present?
What do you mean, your present?
I mean this one.
Since when did it become yours?
Oh, hi there. What's the fuss all about?
Oh, it's nothing at all. I have a surprise for you. I want to wish you a happy Mother's Day.
A thermos. How wonderful. Thanks so much. Is there something in here?
I don't think so.
Inside there's a present from me.
Vanilla ice cream. My favorite.
And how did that end up in there?
Thank you so much, my sweeties.
Nolik, you got me so scared. Thank goodness you thought of turning into a screw inside of there. Uh-huh. Does your tongue hurt? Uh-huh. Do you think you can talk again? I can talk. Oh, that's good. We better hurry. We still need to go and wish our mother a happy Mother's Day. And you should too.
The safety harness.
Hey, Nolik, I say we go scare Elisa. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right, let's go. Hey, Nolik, where you going? What about the rock climbing? We changed our plans for you. Getting some lessons was your idea.
You're right. Fire, I'm sorry. I wish we could play our trick, but they invited me.
I invited you too, didn't I?
But you did it later. You want to join us?
No, thanks.
Fire, are you upset with me?
Just go already. They're tired of waiting around. Why did Nolik do that? Just trade me in for the new kids. Just you wait, Nolik. You'll be crying your heart out to be with me. There we go. Pull yourself up.
This harness is just getting in my way. Huh? Look where Fire climbed all the way to. And without any of these ropes.
You know, maybe it's less comfortable with a safety harness, but I'm sure I wouldn't want to fall without one. Rock climbers wear special belts called climbing harnesses with loops on them. Fastened to one of the loops is a hook with a lock called a carabiner. The carabiner is connected to a secure rope, protecting the climber from a dangerous fall. By the way, safety harnesses, they're not just for mountain climbing. They protect window cleaners on skyscrapers and aerial gymnasts under the circus big top. And come to think of it, a seatbelt in a car is a safety harness too. Really? No reaction? Then wait till you see these, Nolik. Go on, Nolik. Just a little more. You got it, Nolik. Go. You got it.
I climbed all the way. Diddy! Check this out. While we climbed up one mountain, Fire climbed up 10 of them. Together with my true friend, Digit? Then what am I?
Wait, give me that. I could be wrong, but I think there's some cutting and pasting here. You see? That Digit's from another picture. Look, there you can see some of the laboratory. It looks like your best friend wasn't doing any climbing today.
Only, I don't get why he did that.
Yo, Nolik, you gotta be bored over there. How can your rock climbers even compare to me?
Uh-huh. Well, no one can compare with your lying.
My what?
Those mountains of yours are not real.
What makes you say that?
You're not even wearing a harness.
Because I don't need one. Yeah!
Hey, stop, Fire. You could fall.
I'm not a scaredy cat. Like some Fixies who I know.
Quickly, to the laboratory. He could get hurt without a harness.
You know what? Let Digit protect him.
Help!
Huh? Fire! Hang in there! We're coming to save you!
Before trying to become a real mountain climber, beginners should start by getting some training at a rock climbing wall with an instructor. While the wall is not a real mountain, it's still important to follow the rules. The best kind of clothes for wall climbing are gym clothes. For your footwear, it's best to wear athletic shoes that have a non-slip sole on them. You must never start climbing until after the instructor checks that you're wearing your safety harness correctly and that it's fastened securely. While you wait for your turn, move away from the wall so another rock climber can't land on your head. And no selfies up there. While you don't need to be afraid of falling if you have your harness on, it's still a lot more interesting to make it all the way to the top.
That fall could have killed you.
As if anyone cares what happens to me.
Hey, we all care about you, Fire.
You really care? Nolik, you're my best friend in the whole world.
Woohoo! When are you gonna tell Digit? By the way, that looks like a good climb. Wanna try it? Only you'll do it the right way this time. Finish!
The roller coaster.
It's all done. Can we take a ride on it already?
You need to tighten those up, and these a bit more.
I've tightened these bolts so many times.
It's a very intricate mechanism. It has to run precisely as a clock.
There, is that all?
It should be. Just one thing. This roller coaster must be tested first.
That's what I told you. We should ride it.
Not yet. Wait right here. And don't touch anything, all right? Anybody can have fun on simple rides like swings, carousels, and sliding boards, the kind you find in just about every playground. But for real excitement, nothing beats the huge rides at amusement parks that can lift you up at high speed, twirl you around and around, or even send you upside down. Before any of these rides are open to the public, they go through a long and thorough inspection, with the first passengers being heavy bags or mannequins.
Oh, whoa! Looks like we came to the right place. Is this your roller coaster?
Mine and Digit's. Hey! Digit said not to turn it on. We still have to test out this ride.
So, test it on us.
Without Digit?
Ugh, enough already with Digit. Digit, you scared to start it yourself?
Me?
Well, yeah. Why's Digit allowed and you're not?
Yeah, why not? I know how to use these buttons too. Are you ready? Just wait.
Is that all? Yeah, guess we gotta wait for Digit. All right, let us out.
How?
It's enough joking around. Let us out! It's awesome! Ha, super! Huh? One more? Okay, yeah! You can stop it now. Hey, are you joking?
It must be this one.
Hit the brake! It's enough! The lever! How long we gotta hang here? I thought you said you knew how to work this thing.
I didn't think it was so hard.
No! Don't touch anything. That's enough testing for now. We'd rather hang. When's Digit gonna finally get back here?
Nolik, didn't I tell you not to touch it? I don't even want to imagine what would have happened if they fell down from there.
When you're going to take a ride, even a simple one, there are a few rules to follow to stay safe. On swings and merry-go-rounds, hold on to the chains or pull tightly. If you're going to go on a big ride, it's best to empty your pockets and leave your toys and phones with an adult, because at such high speeds, they can just fly off. Always make sure to check that your seatbelt is securely fastened, and under no circumstance should you unbuckle it. It's also dangerous to take food on a ride. You can choke on it and make a mess on your neighbor. Only go on rides if there's a supervisor there to run it. And it should go without saying that you should never touch anything that you're not supposed to. There you have it. Just follow these simple rules and enjoy the ride.
The roller coaster is now open for rides.
Yeah? All right.
And can I go on?
What if 54 tests aren't enough?
I think the only one thing that hasn't been tested yet are the nerves of our inventor. And I know just how to test them.
Hey!
Got him!
Are you sure about this?
Huh, we haven't tried pressing this button yet.
Don't press it! It's a surprise! A surprise. Meant for Tula. That was awesome! One more time!
The cartoon.
Yeah. Like that. Yeah.
Tom Thomas, aren't you done yet? Yeah, show us your surprise and quit drawing.
But this is the surprise. So make yourselves comfortable. Quiet on the set and action.
Great crash, huh? You should put a huge bump on his head. It's just like a cartoon that you drew him there. He did draw us a real cartoon there. Oh, right. Real cartoons, they only show them on television. But they make them exactly the same way. Animation is made with many, many pictures called frames. Each one of the frames is a little bit different from the one that comes right before it. For example, a character can lift his arm up a little bit at a time. And then, if you watch the frames very quickly, one right after the other, it looks like the character is really moving. And that's how cartoons are made. And you know what? To make 1 minute of a cartoon, you might have to draw more than 1,000 frames.
Oh, wow. I'm not patient enough for that.
It's no big deal that your cartoon's short. Especially since it's funny. Yeah, it's so funny. Tom Thomas, who's this kooky guy you drew here?
You're just joking, Nolik. You don't recognize yourself?
So this is supposed to be me on here? Did you already forget what happened to you this morning? Simka, you're it. You can't catch me. I'm too fast for you. Ay. You weren't too fast for the pole. Simka, you didn't have to tell him about that. Real sisters don't treat their brothers like that. Oof. And your cartoon's not funny at all.
Nolik, don't go.
It's okay. He just needs to sulk for a while. While he's gone, there's something I want to show you. Do you have a cartoon you can put on the TV?
I have plenty.
What should I do? Let's watch it again. But now I want to show you the same cartoon a frame at a time. Here, take a look. This is a frame, and here's another and another. Isn't that cool?
Uh-huh. So cool.
And then back at regular speed, there's 25 frames every second. What should I do? It's magical.
Simka, you know, I feel awful for Nolik.
Yeah, I feel awful too.
There are many different ways of making animation. Hand-drawn animation is, of course, drawn by hand, and stop motion is made like this. The animators pose the model and take a picture of it. Then they move the model a little bit and take another picture. And they do it again and again and again until there are enough frames to make the characters look like they're moving very smoothly across the screen. Another popular style of animation is clay animation. In these films, everything is built and rebuilt out of modeling clay. But today, most of the cartoons are made on a computer. At first, they make a computer model of a character, a sort of digital puppet. After the models are built, they are colored and animated to move. This is the kind of animation that's used in the Fixie cartoons.
Tom Thomas, what are you doing? Are you drawing a new cartoon?
Nah, I started fixing the old one, so Nolik will stop being angry.
Good. Keep drawing, and I'll go and get him. Nolik! I'm not here! Nolik, forgive me. Please don't be so mad. There's a cartoon to watch. I've already seen your stupid cartoon. So what'd you do now? Put a huge bump on my head?
Not a chance. I did it all over again. I'm sure you'll love it.
You're sure of that? All right, go ahead. Show me your cartoon.
Quiet on the set, and action.
There you go. Now that cartoon I really liked.
Good, 'cause I'm all out of paper.
Well, I think the first cartoon was funnier. Whoa, but this one's much better, of course. Yeah.
The electric kettle.
That's 4. Come on, Tom Thomas, just one more. Come on now, Tom Thomas. I know you can do it.
5.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. No, your chin was below the bar.
Whew, that's all. I can't do anymore.
You weakling.
You're the weakling. I'm not. I just haven't eaten in a while, and that's why I lost my strength.
You're a slave to food, Tom. And you see, that's the difference between us Fixies and you humans.
Many people wrongly assume that the only way Fixies could live is by stealing food off of humans' tables. Or worse yet, by stealing it from their refrigerators. That's just a lie. It's not true at all. Fixies don't eat any kind of human food. So then where in the world do the Fixies get their energy, you're wondering? It's very simple. A Fixie's entire life is connected with devices. Fixies not only live inside of devices, but they take care of them and help them live longer. And in return for their help, these devices share part of their energy with the Fixies. So there you go. The Fixies help devices, and devices help the Fixies. Yes, we Fixies and machines have a symbiotic relationship. So we don't eat leftovers like cockroaches, because we're Fixies.
1, 2, 3, whoa! How's it possible that a big boy like you doesn't know how to make any food for himself?
I'm able to cook, but I'm not allowed to turn on the stove.
What can you make without it?
Oh, yes. We have instant oatmeal. Look.
Do you like oatmeal?
You're joking. Only my folks say Oats are healthy and make you stronger.
Great. Well, then how do you cook it?
It's not hard. All you gotta do is add hot water, and I'm allowed to turn on the kettle.
Stop and check if there's water in there. If there's none, you can burn out the kettle.
It's got enough.
Then you can turn it on.
Hey, tell me, how does the kettle turn off? I mean, how does it know when the water's hot enough?
Inside of an electric kettle, there's a heater hidden underneath its bottom. When you turn on the kettle, the heater warms up the water until it boils. And the boiling water gives off steam that heats up a special metal plate at the top of the kettle. The heat causes the metal plate to bend, and that turns off the switch. So you could say that an electric kettle feels when the water's boiling.
Okay, now I understand.
Hey, why do you need 3 bowls? You don't need to make any oatmeal for us.
It's not for you guys. It's for my mom and dad.
Start out here. No! Keep pouring into this one. And I say pour it here. And I say first you should pour it into mine.
Oh, Nolik! Where are you?
I'll find him. Hang on, I'm going in. Ah! Simka!
She was right over here.
Nolik!
Over here.
Simka!
Here.
Nolik!
There.
Ow! Hey, where is your other boot? It got lost. Up there in the oatmeal. That must be your parents. Let's get out of here.
Hey, and what about your shoe?
Don't worry, I got another one.
Hi, Tom Thomas. We're back. You must be hungry. We'll make you something to eat.
But I already prepared us some food. And the water's already hot. Wash your hands.
Tom Thomas, don't touch that kettle if it's hot. I don't want you to burn yourself. So today we're eating oatmeal for dinner. Delicious.
Maybe you have something else?
Why something else? You're the ones that say that oatmeal's great for you and that it makes us stronger.
Well, yeah, that's what we say.
I'm glad that our son pays such careful attention.
Isn't it delicious?
Really? Huh. What's that?
Oh, look, you found the boot, Dad.
What?
It's nothing. Just eat your food and don't get distracted. I'd like to see that oatmeal all gone, okay? And whoever doesn't finish won't get any candy.
The movie.
He fakes left. He shoots. Class! And can you do it backwards?
Yeah, sure.
No way! What a shot! Huh. I wish Simka could see this.
Why don't we make a movie for Simka about fire? We can use my Fixie tub. It's got a camera.
How come it's only for Simka? We'll make it for all of us.
That's a great idea. I'll shoot the ball at the basket, and Nolik will do the filming.
And what do we do?
You can be whatever you want, like cheerleaders or the coaches.
Yeah, a cheerleader.
Count me in.
Motion pictures, or movies, appeared more than 100 years ago after the invention of celluloid film. A movie is made up of a series of still photographs called frames. When you look at the frames quickly, one after another, the picture on the screen appears to move. It's hard to believe, but the first viewers got very scared when they saw a moving train on the screen. At first, films were silent. Only later did people learn to make them with sound. And soon after that, people learned to make movies in full, beautiful color. Movies aren't shot on film anymore. They're made with digital cameras. Today, almost all phones and tablets come with digital cameras inside of them. This makes it easy for just about anybody to make their own movie and share it with their friends.
Fire is the best. Ooh, he can shoot the best. Hey, I haven't turned the camera on yet. Get ready. Here we go.
Yep.
Fire is the best. Cut. I got it.
Show me.
Yep. Fire is the best.
And where's the ball?
That's not right. You have to see the ball flying in the picture.
I got it. Get ready.
Fire is the best.
How was that?
It worked. I got it.
Fire is the best.
And where am I?
You're somewhere over there.
And we aren't there. Why did you have us cheering?
Nolik, you need to make sure we're all in the shot.
Okay, I'll try. How about I shoot the ball and Fire films it?
No, Nolik. It's better if Fire takes the shots and you do the filming.
Fire can't even hit the basket.
You try to hit the basket when everybody's bothering you.
Oh, so it's our fault, Why don't you learn how to play?
Are you fighting again? We're shooting a film. Whoa! Can I see it? There's nothing for you to see. All I have is pieces.
And not one is right.
Don't worry. It's no problem. All it needs is editing.
What does it need?
Movies are not usually shot all at once, just a piece at a time. And each of these pieces can be shot several times with the camera in different places. Then there's plenty to choose from. After you're done shooting, you can take all of the best shots and put them one after another to make your movie. This process is called editing. Editing allows us to make movies that show things that could be impossible to shoot all at once. Well, let's see. For this first shot, we've got this take over here. For the ball going in, we've got this one.
And I like this one of me shooting.
And don't forget to put in me and Tula.
Of course not. So here's what we've got.
Fire is the best.
Jeez! The film is super.
Can I try to edit it? Yeah, go ahead.
Now we have something to show to our teacher.
And Digit, too. And Papus and Marcia. Look, I did my own editing in the movie.
What was that?
That's not true.
It is so. With editing, it's just not fair, Nolik. Fire was able to put it in 100 times without any editing. You sure didn't.
Hey, guys, don't fight. Do you want me to teach you all the right way to shoot hoops?
Yeah!
All right, here we go. And shoot!
Fire is the best. Oh, he can shoot the best.
The air conditioner.
Hey, Greenie! Peekaboo! Woohoo! Here, kitty, kitty. It's taking Digit forever. 'Cause when it comes to fixing up air conditioners, Digit's a dum-dum. He said he knows how they work inside out. He should prove it. Leon! Woohoo!
Geek, be careful. You could fall down.
When are you gonna learn to tell Geek and I apart? You done?
It's working perfectly.
Oh, yeah? Then why wouldn't it respond to the remote?
Because it's got a stuck button.
Where? Oh.
Guys, why did you push it like that? It can only be fixed from the inside.
An air conditioner gives relief from the heat. It has two main parts. One hangs outside of the house and the other inside. The air in the room is sucked into the unit, where it passes over cooling coils filled up with gas. The heat pulled out of the air is pushed out to the street with a fan, and the ice-cold air is sent back into the room. By the way, some air conditioners not only cool the air, but can warm it up as well. You can turn it on in the winter and enjoy.
Piece of cake.
That's great. We can finally get cooled off.
It's so dusty in here, you'd think they'd clean up, at least once in a while.
Ah, I love it cool. Ugh. Let's make it a bit warmer. I feel cold. Well, I feel hot. You're gonna freeze me.
It just doesn't want to stay in place.
And you're gonna roast me in here.
And now this one?
A little heat can't break your bones, especially since you don't have any.
Come on, guys, what are you doing?
I don't need the remote to fix this. Ha-ha! Who's laughing now? We'll see about this.
It feels good to be in a room with an air conditioner in the summertime, but it's better not to sit directly under one. You might end up catching a cold and spending your vacation stuck in the house. It's also important to remember that an air conditioner doesn't freshen the air, but rather recirculates the room's air over and over. That's why you should open the windows and air out your home a few times a day. When you play outside on a hot day, try to spend more time in the shade. When you're out in the sun, wear a hat, put on sunscreen, and drink plenty of water. And even though ice cream is refreshing when it's hot, be careful, because it makes it easier for you to get a sore throat. And a simple garden hose can turn any hot day into something special. Just invite your friends, turn on the water, and have a blast.
I'm cold. Well, I'm hot. It's cold. No, it's hot.
So that's what's been going on, and they call themselves Fixies. Will you stop it already? You're gonna completely break it. There you go. Didn't I warn you?
Oh,
Oh, help me!
Digit?
They come. Hold on there. I taste awful. No! Someone help!
Digit, why did you go inside the terrarium? Leon got spooked. Well, see what you've done? Digit has a cold now. What? It's all because of that stuffy hair of yours. What? If it hadn't been for you, Huh? Where are you going? What about fixing the air conditioner?
Fix it?
Didn't Digit talk about how he knows air conditioners inside out? He's just upset he almost learned chameleons inside out.
The sneakers.
Good morning. How are you, Katya?
Hey, Tom Thomas. Look at these cool sneakers my mom bought me. They light up.
Whoa.
Aren't they awesome? You don't have sneaks like this.
And why are you so sure of that? I got them.
Yeah? Show me.
All right, I'll show you. Only, I gotta use the bathroom. Call you back soon.
Do you really have light-up sneaks like you told her?
No. But you know, I have these two friends. They can make almost anything in the world. Light-up sneaks included. Or maybe they can't do it?
Actually, they could do it. They would be no problem. Just attach the little lights and you're done. All right, Nolik, you get the batteries. And Tom Thomas, you get your sneaks.
Uh-huh.
And I'm off to the laboratory to get light-emitting diodes. Oh, wow. The soles on these are cool. Your soles are just like that. Really? The soles of sneakers are made out of a special material that is very springy, or scientifically speaking, shock absorbing. That's why if you walk in sneaks for a long time, or run or jump, your back and legs won't get tired.
The bottom of the sole is never smooth. It has a lot of bumps and pits, or even spikes, so you won't slip on grass. Sneakers also have little holes or mesh, so your feet don't get too hot and sweaty.
Didish! Call Katya.
So, where are your sneakers? Show me.
Here.
Whoa!
And my lights are so much brighter.
But I can turn mine on with a remote. Watch this. They're on. Up. They're off.
Ha! Mine turn on and off when I jump.
I don't believe you.
Oh, Katya, can't see you. What's wrong?
Huh? Tom Thomas?
Hello?
What?
The lights on your sneakers, that's not how they work.
Don't I have these really good friends who know how to make anything in the world?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Tom Thomas.
Oh, everything's working fine again. Watch this. Hup. Now they're on. Hup. Now they're not. Hup. They're on. Hup. They're off.
Hup, hup, hup. Well, you know, I bet your shoes can't blink.
Well, you lose.
And my sneaks don't just blink. They can change colors, too.
Tom Thomas?
Don't you know how to do it?
We don't. These lights have one color, that's all.
Just one last thing for me. Can you see me?
Ugh. Nolik, I got it. Grab your paint gun. Uh-huh.
Look, now all the lights are white. But if I want, they can be green, or they can be blue, or I can make them orange if I want to. Or they could be purple, or light blue.
Or yellow.
Do you know why little light-emitting diodes are able to burn so brightly? The secret to this wonderful invention is a special multi-layered chip located inside the diode that conducts electricity. These chips are made from thin, round wafers that get many layers added to them. The wafers are then cut into thousands of tiny square pieces, the chips. These chips have atoms with electrons that travel around the nucleus. The electrons are able to transport electricity. When electricity's run through the chip, the electrons get pumped up and immediately start jumping from their places, leaving little traces behind them. When another electron bounces into those empty places, it lets off a little flash called a photon. And these photons, they're the light coming out of the diode.
There you go. My sneaks are cooler than your sneaks. And you know what else they have? Little wheels.
Yours have wheels on them?
What wheels are you talking about?
Simka?
Oh.
Well, I have these really good friends that know how. They're really good friends.
You know what? I think you should ask those friends to help you out. We need to go. Right, Nolik? Right. And we're taking our lights, too.
Tom Thomas, that wasn't fair.
Not fair at all.
I agree. Wheels would have been just too much work.
Aha! I see it wasn't only me using the Fixies to do everything.
Those two can sure keep coming up with crazy ideas. Uh-huh. First this one, then that one.
The screws.
Hey, Tom Thomas, what you thinking about?
Huh? For school, I have to write an essay. My very best friend. I don't know. Who should I write about?
What do you mean, who? Aren't I your closest friend?
Of course. How could I forget to write about you?
And you can keep forgetting. That's our secret, right? Don't you remember the promise you made when we met?
Sure, how could I forget? What's wrong with Chisaka today? Chisaka, why are these screws bothering you so badly? What's with you? Leave them alone already. Will you just calm down? You're gonna destroy my plane.
here. Ow! What's going on?
What's going on? Hey, if you don't turn back again, I'm not letting you go. Oh, please, don't be afraid. I'm not gonna hurt you too. I'll just ask you one question and let you go.
Nolik, we can't. Don't worry about it. Quit your staring. Ask your question, boy.
No way you can talk. Just tell me, who are you?
Fixies. That's all. We answered. Now you let us out.
Oh, wait, but what's it mean that you're Fixies?
That's already question number 2. You promised to let us out, didn't you?
I'm sorry. You can leave now.
Simka, it's fine. I can see from his look that we can trust him. All right. We'll tell him. You gotta swear that you don't tell anyone else.
I swear it.
Fixies. We're the little people that live inside of machines and appliances and take care of them, fixing them, cleaning them, and oiling them. Humans never suspect us. They think that if something breaks and then suddenly starts working again, that it happened all by itself. Well, nothing happens by itself. It happens because we, the Fixies, are living inside. Yes, without the Fixies, humans would have so many more problems with their machines.
That's awesome. And so what are your names?
That's already question number 3. You can call me Nolik, and her name is Simka.
And my name's Tom Thomas. Will you come back over? Oh, well. I was this close to becoming the first kid in the whole world to make friends with the Fixies. I thought you guys would never come back over.
And we didn't plan on coming back. But then we thought it'd be really great to be the only Fixies in the whole world, who are friends with the only kid in the whole world, who is friends with the Fixies. Ah! And who has told no one about us.
The Fixies do everything they can do to hide from humans. They are afraid that if humans discovered Fixies, they would hunt them down and capture them and start keeping them in cages, just like pets. And worse than that, they would take them into their laboratories and start examining them under microscopes, even conducting scientific experiments on them. Or suppose that humans thought we'd do all their work for them, and so they decided that they didn't have to take care of their appliances any longer. Well then, let me tell you this. If humans decided that they didn't have to clean or fix their own appliances, then not even the Fixies will be able to stop them from breaking no matter what they do. That's why the Fixies are very smart to hide from humans.
Okay, then, I'll write about someone else. I have the very best friend ever. Period. When something's broken, he repairs it. He's the one and only the one and only Nolan.
The washing machine.
Look at that, Simka. They're showing Titanic on the television. Hey, Nolik, that's not a television. That's a machine for washing laundry. No way. Yeah, it's just a plain old washing machine, Nolik, don't you know? Tell me about it. You're such a great explainer. Inside of a washing machine is a big drum. People put their dirty laundry in there and add a special kind of soap called detergent. When they turn the washing machine on, the drum fills with water, and then the motor starts to spin the drum. That makes the laundry rub together, forcing the soapy water in and the dirt out to make your clothes clean. After that, all that's left is to get out the water by spinning the drum really fast and sending the water down the drain. Oh, thanks a lot, Simka. I always wondered, why would you want to put laundry inside a television? Are you joking with me? Uh-huh. Oh, I'll show you a funny joke. Get over here.
Shh! It's Tom Thomas's mother.
She's got headphones on. We're safe. She doesn't hear anything except the music.
Now she'll come back, add the soap, turn on her television, and watch the second part of the movie.
Again with the jokes. This time I'm really gonna let you have it. Whoa! Nolik, just do what I say. I came up with a plan.
What's your plan?
To run away!
Who's here? Hello? Huh.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of things to keep in mind with a washing machine to use it right. For example, do you know what can happen if you wash red and white shirts together? Well, the white one might just turn pink. No, it's not because it's embarrassed, but because some of the color from the red shirt happened to get onto the white one. Another important thing to remember is to empty your pockets before you wash your clothes. Things like keys, nails, and chewing gum might not only ruin your clothes, but they can destroy the washer, too. And this isn't only about little stuff. Big things like music players and mobile phones have managed to find their way into the washing machine. Oh, sure, these things look nice and clean after a good washing, but they certainly don't seem to want to work anymore. And never, ever put a pet inside of a washing machine. That's just no place for a living thing.
You know what, Simka? I've never been laundered in my entire life.
We better get out of here, Nolik, right now. And the faster, the better.
Come on, let's get going.
And what about Chusaka?
What about Chusaka? Let her get washed up a little in there. Maybe it'll make her nicer.
But she could drown, the poor thing. I don't think we can do this alone. We should get help from Tom Thomas's mother. 1, 2, stop! What? She moved out of the way. And 3. Pull it!
Huh? What is that? Oh, my goodness! Oh, my sweet little baby. How did you get in there? You wait right here in the tub and I'll go get you a towel.
So, you wild little beast. Looks like we saved your life. We're friends now?
Nolik, sure doesn't look like she wants to be our friend.
So what do we do now?
Same old plan. Run!
The refrigerator.
Good job. My homework is all done.
Tag, you're it. Haha, Tag, now you're it.
Simka, I'm stuck. Help me.
Just stay still. Oh, you're really stuck.
Simka, we're not gonna leave me, right?
We aren't. But I'm afraid, Nolik, you'll be stuck for a while.
Tom Thomas!
What's going on?
Look, this blob of white stuff grabbed onto Nolik and it won't let go of him.
Oh, it's a piece of gum. It's my bubble gum.
Oh, thanks a lot, Tom Thomas. Now what's the plan to get me unstuck from here?
Here's what we do. It's gotta be frozen. Once I sat on gum too, and my mom put my pants in the freezer. The gum froze up and it came right off.
I don't want to go into the freezer.
Don't worry, Nolik. I'll stay right here with you.
Just hold on. It won't take long at all.
Huh. Why do I need to hold on? The gum's already holding on to me. Simka, do you know why it's so cold in the freezer when outside it's warm?
I'll explain it to you. A refrigerator has a pump that pushes a special liquid through a long tube. Inside the refrigerator, the liquid in the tube wants to turn into a gas. To do that, it takes the heat from everything inside, and that makes the refrigerator cool. Then the pump sucks in the gas and pushes it out as a hot liquid into the tubes on the back of the refrigerator. That lets all of the heat collected from the inside escape into the air outside.
I wish I was somewhere warm.
Hold on. I'll go get us some warm clothes to wear.
I don't want to hold on. I want to go with you.
Just hang in there.
I'm hanging.
Tom Thomas, open up! Marcia, do we have any warm clothing to wear?
Why in the world do you need it?
I just do.
Well, I need to know what is happening.
Hooray! Tom Thomas, Simka, open up the door! It looks like I'm gonna freeze up in here for good.
A Fixie is constantly surrounded by all sorts of danger. Inside a dark freezer, a Fixie can lose his way and freeze to death. If he's not paying attention, he can drown inside of a washing machine or inside of a dishwasher. And a careless Fixie is always at risk of getting an electric shock. Or suppose there's a short circuit inside of an appliance that starts a fire. If this happens, you need to run away if you want to survive. And what about humans? Well, they don't even believe that we Fixies exist at all, so they can accidentally drop something on top of a Fixie, or step on one, or kick us across the room. So if we don't get out of the way in time, So what I'm saying, Fixies, you need to be careful out there and pay attention. So be smart and stay safe, fellow Fixies.
I don't understand this at all. He was right here.
Poor Nolik. I wonder where he went.
Look at this, footprints.
Nolik, you're alive. You scared me half to death.
How did you get out of there?
Well, you told me about how a refrigerator works. And so I found that cold tube and started crawling on it until it got hot, and then I was here.
Hey, there's smoke coming out of you. We need to cool you down right away.
Huh? Where? I don't want to go into the refrigerator.
Stop! I was joking.
Look how it froze. I could break my teeth on it.
You aren't gonna chew it anymore.
I'd never do that, not after Nolik sat on it.
Well, you didn't need to stick it where it doesn't belong.
Hey, I apologize. I'll go and throw it away.
Maybe you'll try the trash can?
Paper.
Hey, Tom Thomas. You're watering plants?
Not only. I'm writing an essay for school.
I don't get it.
I have to write an essay that's called How I Take Care of Nature. Only I have to write what's true, so I'm writing what's true. Watering my plants. Oh! Chusaka. Chusaka, come here, girl. Stop. Don't be scared.
Why did you pick her up?
I want to pet her a little so I can write about how well I take care of animals.
Tom Thomas, I want to take care of nature too.
That sounds good. And what should we be doing?
We could try saving air by not breathing as often.
Awesome idea! Way to go! Saving air! Let's go for it. And ready?
Humans invade nature and destroy more and more of her riches with each passing year. They extract her minerals and oil, cut down her trees, and pollute her air and water. They do all of this to produce food and all sorts of other things. It's a shame that people don't really need all these things that they produce. They often buy something and then just toss it away when it's still almost new. And then there's all the food that humans buy and just throw away. So if you want to help nature, try not to buy anything that you really don't need. And take good care of the things that you do buy. And you can be sure that we Fixies will do everything we can to make your things last as long as possible.
That's it. Now we can write it.
Uh-huh, write this. I also do my duty by saving air. A whole 20 seconds worth. You got it?
What's that noise? Huh. I must have left it running when I needed some water for my plants.
Tom Thomas, I think you should write that you're saving water, too. It really matters, because there's not enough of it.
Nolik, that's a good idea. Let's add that.
Hi there. What are you guys up to? We're writing about how Tom Thomas protects nature. It's a homework assignment for school.
Uh-huh. I've already written how I'm watering the plants, I'm good to living creatures, how I'm saving air and water, and how I'm conserving carrots, too. I never want to eat them, especially in soup.
Not eating your vegetables? No way. Doesn't count.
You sure that?
Mm-hmm. Why did you rip your paper out?
You won't let me say how I'm conserving carrots, right? So I'll have to rewrite it.
You're not taking care of nature.
What? Where'd you get that idea from? That's all I'm doing.
No. When you keep on throwing your paper out, it means you're not taking care of trees out there.
What trees are you talking about?
Didn't you know humans make paper out of trees? Humans make paper by cutting down trees and shredding the pieces into chips. The chips are then placed in water, chemicals are added to the solution, and then it is all mixed together into a mushy, watery substance called pulp. Next, the water is drained from the pulp, and with the help of huge rotating drums, is flattened into thin sheets of paper. So you see, to make new paper, humans have to keep cutting down trees. And you should know this. If every person on the planet would use one less sheet of paper, you know, they'd save 1 million trees all together.
You sure?
I'm sure. And now that you know about trees and paper, what are you gonna do next?
Hey, you know, I've decided not to write any essay for school.
You what?
I want to help save more trees by using less paper, that's all.
Oh, Tom Thomas, you're my hero.
The cheat sheet. Huh. Simka wasn't joking around. She came up with a whole lesson, even brought a board like a real teacher. Well, of course she did. She's not the one that Grandpa's is making retake the test.
I marked the last test you both had. Simka, you got everything right. You've done it again.
Yeah! And what about you?
Nothing.
Well, Fire, that nothing of yours needs to become something. I'd appreciate if you'd help Fire learn these formulas.
Oh, please, not that.
We'll study at my place in 1 hour. Don't be late.
So tired of this.
Simka, you got everything right, just like always.
She left me a note. How very interesting. A cheat sheet, huh? Ha ha! That explains why she always gets perfect grades. The professor should see this. Although, I might want to use it myself.
Legend has it that cheat sheets were used as long ago as the 8th century. Charlemagne, despite being a learned king, couldn't remember how to properly write his name. That's why he always carried a special piece of paper with his monogram on it to copy as needed. In other words, a cheat sheet. In theaters, there were human cheat sheets called prompters. The prompters would feed the actors their lines if they forgot them. Today, TV news anchors, weather broadcasters, and video bloggers all use teleprompters. In front of the camera lens stands a sheet of glass that reflects the text that is scrolling on a computer. The text is not visible to the camera, so the viewers think that the speaker isn't reading, but reciting the news from memory.
Professor, I'm ready to go.
You already learned the whole lesson?
There wasn't a lot to study there.
If you say so, take a seat.
My leg. It's itchy. Oh, there's a pain in my back.
So, you decided to cheat on my test.
It's not my cheat sheet, it's Simka's.
You don't say, but you're the one cheating here. You need to go study.
You finally made it. I was beginning to think you forgot.
I found that cheat sheet you were using. Anybody can get an A if they use this.
And what did you get using it? Don't be that way, Fire. These kinds of things can only help you if you write them yourself.
Don't make me laugh.
Write on this.
There's no space on here.
Just write with small letters and accurately.
It's all done. And how can I take it out so the professor doesn't notice?
No idea. I've never used them to cheat at school.
Come on. I wasted all this time for nothing?
Not for nothing. They will help you, just not the way that you thought. Do you think cheat sheets are only for bad students? Not at all. It's a good idea for anyone to make them. It makes it easier to remember a difficult word, formula, or a date if you write it down a few times. But it's important that you don't stay up all night long and forget to have a good night's sleep. If you do that, you won't need your cheat sheet during the test. Only remember, your notes will only work if you really study your lessons. If you don't do that, then no cheat sheet will be able to help you on your test.
Simka, I took the test, and I passed without looking at the cheat sheet.
Just like I told you.
This cheat sheet is truly magical.
You really don't get you learned these formulas on your own?
How?
By writing them down on there.
Ah, you just wait. I'll become the best student in the whole class.
Uh-huh. Have a seat. You and I need to study.
How come? I've already got this.
But that was for the last exam. The next one's history, not math.
The tower.
Grandpa's, why do we keep on studying after school's done?
Studying? That's what you call this? Just a little test, and I'll let you go.
Hey there. Are you still studying? We just came to say bye before we head on our way. We're about to head out on a journey.
Cool. Alone?
Of course not. Basia's taking us. So, Simka, you gonna miss us a lot?
Not at all.
Will you be away for a long time?
Might be forever.
Forever? It's not right. You can't just get up and go like that.
It's not us, it's Basia's idea. There's a tower she really wants to see.
We could build towers right here. Plenty of them.
For what?
They're excellent study aids. It's very important for students to study about great architectural structures. By the way, what tower were you going to see?
We forgot which one.
Why are you standing there? Come give me a hand.
Knocking down a block tower is easy, but a real one can stand for centuries. Before building it, the engineers look for a place where the ground is sure not to sink. The architects make a 3D model of the future tower. Then builders pour a concrete foundation and build upon it, floor after floor. If the crane is no longer tall enough, extra sections can be added to it. And if the tower is going to be very tall, then parts can even be delivered by helicopter.
So, was Basia talking to you about this tower? All right, then we'll build something new.
Maybe we should just look at photos.
If you would rather not build the tower, you can go take the test. What was I thinking? I know what to do. Exactly what we need. Is that it?
Nuh-uh. She's been there 100 times already.
Come on, think. What other places would she talk about?
Excuse us. We gotta go now.
Just hold on there. I say we build another one.
Grandpa's. And what is Tom Thomas supposed to tell his parents if they see all these towers?
He'll say that he made them himself. Come on, quicker.
I don't know why Grandpa's is so worried how this tower's coming out. Yeah, he's worried, but it's not about that.
People have been building towers since ancient times because looking out from a height made it easier to see, for example, if an enemy was approaching. The first lighthouses lighting the way for ships appeared about the same time. Lighthouses are also towers. In the Middle Ages, people started hanging bells at the top of towers. If a fire broke out, a watchman would ring the bell as hard as he could, and people would run to help. Later, clocks were installed in towers in the center of cities for people to know the time. In the 19th century, people discovered that it's possible to store water inside of a tower. For many years, the tallest structures used to be television towers. But those days are over. Today, modern skyscrapers are built for offices and even as people's homes. It's not this one either? Are you even sure that a tower is where Basia is taking you? What can I do to make her stay?
To make who stay?
The Tower of Pisa, that's who. She's leaning.
Look at all these towers.
They're all for you. Grandpa's made them.
They are genius, not the least worse than the originals.
Then stay here with us. Why do you have to go anywhere? If you want, we can build you more of them. Which one is your favorite?
I didn't realize that you were so industrious.
Basia, how about we stay a bit longer? Our school's here, good friends.
What choice are you leaving me? All right, so be it.
Denise! Oh.
You're gonna stay with the professor, and I'm out of here. And can I count on you to take care of my kids?
And so, you're still leaving?
No need to worry. I'll only be a few days. How could I live without you?
The vacuum.
What's the point of cleaning up toys? You're just gonna go take them out again later.
You said it.
Tom Thomas, if you're done cleaning up, go and eat your lunch.
Okay, be there soon. Nolik, you wait for me?
Uh-huh.
He calls this cleaning up.
Uh-oh. As we say, bon appetit.
Thank you.
You're not gonna eat me up, are ya?
How? Fixies, I don't eat them. Well, that's my mom. She started vacuuming.
Please help! Help me! Help! Help! Please!
It really is weird. How's it possible a vacuum cleaner can take all that dust in, and none of it gets back out?
Oh, come on. It's simple. They taught us about it way back in 3rd grade of Fixie school. You can think of a vacuum cleaner as nothing more than a fan with a net. The fan spins backwards, so it sucks in air with dust and dirt. If you put a net in front of the fan, the net will catch everything that is in the air and let the air pass through. Then all you need to do is add a pipe and you've got yourself a vacuum cleaner. But instead of a net, vacuum cleaners use special bags to collect the dust and dirt. It's as simple as that.
Oh, whoa, Simka. Nolik, could he get sucked into the vacuum?
Oh, no! Did he stay back there?
Tom Thomas, what's the matter?
Mom, I can finish vacuuming you. I mean for you.
All right, I'll go clean the dishes.
Nolik! Nolik!
Nolik! Nolik! Nolik! We better go and get help right away. Marcia! Marcia! Nolik got sucked up inside the vacuum.
It's impossible. He can't fit in here.
No, not in this vacuum. Into the big one, the human.
It's just terrible. Nolik, my Nolik, he could suffocate in there. Come on, quickly.
Yuck! This dust is just awful.
And it's awfully bad for you, too.
Dust is a tiny enemy. It's so small and unnoticeable. But if dust gets inside machines and appliances, it's a disaster just waiting to happen. It can keep gears from turning properly. Dust can make appliances overheat. And if dust gets onto electric contacts, it can create a short circuit that can even cause a fire. That's why we Fixies have to constantly clean the insides of appliances from dust, even though a lot of us are allergic to it. Choo! If only people would just dust a little more often than they do right now. Choo! At least people could dust more on the outside. That would make our work so much easier, and their equipment would break a whole lot less often.
Well, did you find him?
No!
It's all my fault. My mom asked me to clean up my toys, and I didn't just do it like she asked. Now it sucked him in because of me.
Nolik! Nolik!
So what do you say, Tom Thomas?
What? I already apologized, and I already promised to clean up my toys.
And why are you sneezing?
To keep you company. so you'd feel a little better.
Plaster.
Here you are. Decided to skip school again, I see. Oh, Simka, Nolik, have you seen this thing? Whoa! Professor Eugenius's head?
Uh-huh. 2 heads of Professor Eugenius are better than 1.
Only it's not done yet. It's Elisa's. She decided to make a statue of the professor out of plaster. But this is made out of clay. Yes, Nolik, it's clay, but this is the model. It was used to make this mold for the plaster to get poured inside. Let's hurry so we get to school on time.
You go ahead. We've got our own work here to take care of. We need to check the plaster. It's a very serious job.
I think you're serious cutters.
Bombs away.
Plaster is made out of gypsum, a mineral mined in the mountains. It's turned into powder at factories. If you mix this powder with water, you'll get a dough-like mass called plaster. You can sculpt anything you want out of it. For instance, a statue or a column. The most important thing is to finish shaping the object before it hardens. Once it's hard, plaster is quite strong, although not as strong as stone, so it's better not to drop things made out of plaster.
We are seriously well plastered.
This is so exciting.
Stop.
I'll immortalize Professor Eugenius for generations to come. Ooh, what cute little figurines. They must have come together with the plaster. How about I paint you guys? I've got nail polish around here somewhere.
What a bad mess. Let's run. High-quality plaster. Strong stuff. How about we turn into gears? We can't do it when the plaster's hard.
Here you are. They're terribly unsteady. All right, should we go with stripes or polka dots? Professor, hi! Right now I'm working on something special for you. Don't even try to guess what it is. What? Did you say in your office? Understood. Uh-huh.
You'd better think, or we'll be living forever as statues with polka dots. We should run off the edge.
Are you nuts?
You're gonna hurt yourself. But this way the plaster will break.
I got it. I know its style. Little flowers. You guys are rather rough. I'm not going to paint you. Yes, that's right. They need sanding.
Are you satisfied? We'd have been better off going to class. I thought you liked becoming a sculptor. And thanks to you, we're both sculptors now, forever. Cause of me, you better take back what you said.
Sculptures aren't the only things that can be made with plaster. Plaster's a good building material, too. With its help, it's possible to put up a new wall to divide a big room into 2 smaller ones. And that's not all. Plaster's often used in medicine for lots of different things. Dentists make molds and casts out of it to create braces or dentures that make teeth straight and beautiful. And of course, plaster is an invaluable aid for fractured bones. Bandages get soaked in a plaster solution, and layer after layer are applied to a broken arm or leg. The wet bandage hardens, making the broken bone immobile so it can fuse together. And if you want, you can draw something funny on a cast to cheer up your friend.
We're dead.
Huh? What's going on?
Simka, Nolik, over here.
Where are the figurines? Professor Eugenius is coming soon. I need to finish everything. I'll find the figurines later on. They couldn't have run away. Goes without saying.
Well then, tell me, class, what have we learned from the twins' serious study of plaster?
You can learn a lot more with just your hands.
Is that so? You think sitting in class is boring? All right, try standing and see if that's better.
Musical notes.
Yeah!
No.
Yeah!
No.
Yeah!
No. Hey, what a thoughtful conversation you're having there. Been going on for a while?
Yeah!
No.
Simka, please tell Nolik what this is.
A present, right?
Uh-huh. From Katya.
And it's got a secret code right here, you see? There's no secret on there. They're just notes. Musical notes.
Ha! See? I told you.
Those squiggles could have been music. I don't believe you.
Come on, two people said the very same thing.
Simka is not a people. She's a Fixie.
Anyway, there are two of us.
You're ganging up on me. We're not ganging up on you, Nolik. Music is something you can play or listen to with your ears. But that's not all. You can also write it down. When we want to write down words, we use letters. And if we want to write down music, we use special symbols called musical notes. There are 7 notes: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, and ti. The higher the sound, the higher the note sits on a set of 5 horizontal lines called a musical staff. Notes that look like this last longer, and notes like this are short, quick notes. Thanks to sheet music, people can read music like reading a book, and then sing or play it. Until I hear you play me what you say is there, I won't believe you.
On what? You know that we don't have any instruments.
Try using spoons to play it.
You think you're being funny?
Hey, stop arguing. I know how we can play this song. We can use water. Water? Let me get this straight. Are you trying to play the music, or are you trying to wash it? That's right. Pour it in there, Tom Thomas. Some more. Hear how the sound changes? Uh-huh. Stop. Now, start pouring water in this next glass until you hear the note called T. Stop. You got it.
Now pour here?
Yeah. We still have 1 note left.
And what do I do if my mom comes home? What do I say I'm doing?
That you're learning to play music while you're washing the dishes. That's it. That's the high do. Now we have all the notes we need. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. Class, go on, Tom Thomas, play. How about we all play it together?
Musical sounds can be produced in a variety of different ways. Violins and cellos are played with a bow. When the bow is rubbed against the string vibrates like it's shivering, and that produces a beautiful sound. A guitar also has strings, but they make sound when they are plucked. And inside a piano are special hammers that hit the strings when the piano player presses down on the keys. Instruments like trumpets, trombones, flutes, and pipes make sound when air is blown through them. That's why they call them wind instruments. There are even instruments that make sound when they are rubbed by a wet finger. Try wetting your finger and carefully moving it around the rim of a wine glass. With a little bit of practice, you'll hear a lovely sound.
Well, are you two ready? Yeah. Great. All together now. I know this.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tom Thomas. Happy birthday to me.
Tom Thomas, we also wish you a happy birthday. You see, Nolik? And you didn't believe that this was music. But I was the first to guess what song it is.
Hey, thanks so much for helping me figure out Katya's present.
And how about sending a song to Katya? Yeah. We can write down the musical notes to a song about the Fixies.
The Fixies? We can't.
We can't write down the words, but if it's just the notes there, then it's no problem. Hooray!
Want to play it?
Of course we do.
The hiccups.
I'm gonna tell you for the last time, this is a bad idea. It's just a joke, all right? Yeah, but it's not funny. Simka, you're boring. It's April Fool's Day. Did you forget?
Quit worrying. It'll be funny. Katya, I got you a present. You really think I don't remember it's April 1st? And what, is that some holiday? You're such a sneak. So, what's in there? A cockroach, right? Or a frog? You're not gonna scare me with that. Come on, what is wrong with you?
Haha, we got you, April Fool.
You scared me half to death, you two. Hey, come on, we were just joking. Great joke.
Way to go. You ended up giving the hiccups to her. Humans use their lungs to breathe with the help of special muscles, the intercostal and the diaphragm. When these muscles contract, you inhale, and when they relax, you exhale. On its way in, air passes through the vocal cords. If you swallow unchewed food, drink a lot of water in one gulp, or just get scared, then the diaphragm starts contracting uncontrollably. These contractions make the vocal cords close very, very quickly, which produces a sharp sound that is called a hiccup.
Looks like they're gone. You see, Simka? No need to worry.
Thank goodness, but you shouldn't have done that.
They're back?
Katya, you gotta try holding your breath. Hold it, hold it.
I can't anymore.
Well, did they stop?
Ah! Someone told me if you have hiccups, someone's thinking about you right now.
You're right. But who?
Mom?
Guess not.
Your dad. Not him.
Chusaka. For real, Chusaka. Nolik. Sorry. The chameleon?
Maybe my teacher? Santa Claus? In April?
All right. We need a different method. Nolik, why aren't you helping? Do you know anything we can try? Of course I know. You need to jump up and down on one leg and count while you're doing it.
What?
Nice try there. And think of something yourself. All right, we'll try your method.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How long should I count?
I didn't figure that out yet.
You mean you just came up with this idea?
But look, your hiccups are gone.
You're right. Aw, thanks, Nolik. You saved the day.
People like joking so much that they even came up with a holiday for it. April Fool's Day. For centuries, kids and adults have been playing tricks on each other on that day. For instance, 300 years ago, a crowd of townsfolk gathered together to watch a unique show. But when the curtains opened, there was nobody on the stage. But that's what happens, and if you're not careful, you could get fooled too. One time, they showed a story on television about harvesting pasta that grows on trees, and many people believed it. How funny is that? Yes, tricks and jokes can be lots of fun, but it's important that they not be mean. Before playing a trick on someone, think about whether you would find it funny if someone did it to you.
I heard that once there was this guy, he had the hiccups for 100 years. And was it the poor old guy's friends who scared him?
An idea. You need to eat something really sour. Do you have a lemon? Thanks. Why don't you eat it first?
Why would I? You got the hiccups.
It's all because of you and your stupid tricks.
Well, it's not my fault that you can't take a joke. Ah! What was that?
Happy April Fool's Day.
And now it's you, Katya? Well, at least your hiccups are gone.
Huh. You're right, they are. Simka picked a pack of pickled pack-a-mats. Hooray!
Titties!
I guess the hiccups are contagious.
Just don't worry. I have a surefire way to get rid of them.
The toothbrush.
Once I finish you, my top secret growth potion, I will create my own giant canine crew. And then I'll rule the... Whoa!
Wow, this is super. You're better than a TV show. Oh yeah, it's fun, but it's gonna end badly.
Tom Thomas, get ready for bed.
I'm going, Dad. But first, my secret recipe. We start with a bit of carbonatorous. And now a little bit of bread and butterous. And finally, beard of foamerous. Chusaka. Don't be afraid. Drink, my baby. And you'll grow 10 times your size. What? It doesn't taste good? Oh, right. I forgot it needed stirring. This hypersonic mixer will do the trick.
Tom Thomas, you shouldn't use what doesn't belong to you. That's your father's toothbrush. Ah! Hey, cut it out! You're acting crazy. Bubbles! Hey, boom, boom, boom!
Uh-oh.
You said it. Uh-oh. You, Tom Thomas, are a big boy, but your brain is smaller than Nolik's. Why, thank you. Just go put the toothbrush back in its place, like you never touched it.
Nah, that's not right at all.
Tom Thomas, what's up?
I'm almost done, Dad. Simka and Nolik, please, I really need your help.
No panicking. First, we need to understand what could have broken inside of there. An electric toothbrush is really simple, as long as you know these 3 parts. The battery, the motor, and a very clever mechanism that connects the motor with the bristles. The whole secret to the toothbrush is right in there. That mechanism uses the spinning of the motor to make the bristles move very fast back and forth, from left to right, from right to left. And that's how it brushes your teeth.
So what can we do about it?
Here's what we do. First, we take out the motor, then we take the gears out, and then the mechanism.
How much time do we need to do that?
1 or 2 hours.
What? No!
Just listen here, Tom Thomas. You need to open up the battery compartment. Wait for me right here.
These are your teeth. Well, I mean, they're not your teeth, but you get what I'm saying. Nowadays, we use a toothbrush to clean our teeth, but it wasn't always that way. The ancient Egyptians used a chewed stick to scrape their teeth, while the ancient Greeks rubbed their teeth with a rag. And the Vikings, well, who knows what they used? And then, only 200 years ago, an Englishman named William Addis came up with something better. He drilled holes into a meat bone, inserted bunches of bristles into them, and there you go, the toothbrush. And here's what I need to tell you all as a Fixie. That is, as a master repairman. You need to make sure to brush your teeth often, especially after eating, or you'll be getting them repaired often at the dentist.
Well, is something wrong with the mechanism? No, it's fine. Is the motor burned out? No.
Then what's wrong with it?
You're not gonna believe it. But the battery died.
That's all? I know what to do. I'll put in new ones.
your dad turned the toothbrush on. Looks like everything's fine. It's working.
Ooh, way to go.
Excellent. Your dad'll never find out what kind of slop you mixed up with his brush.
What slop? How dare you, Nolik? How dare you refer to my mighty potion like this?
Tom Thomas, somehow soap got all over my toothbrush. Can you explain that? Ay, ay, ay.
Well, you got caught. What do you say now?
The pen.
Not here either.
Tom Thomas, are you looking for me?
Huh? No, for a red pen. I need it right now.
What do you need it for?
Here, look what my teacher wrote in my assignment book.
Bad behavior during the lesson, fidgeting, and talking. What are you gonna do with a red pen? Your teacher left something out?
I thought maybe, I could fix it a bit. I hope I find that pen. Oh, whoop. Oh, whoop. Oh.
Oh, wow. Good catch. So, what do you want to fix on it?
I'll just add a couple of no's, and then it will say that I had no bad behavior during the lesson, no fidgeting, and no talking. See, no problem.
Cool. And then add this at the end. Tom Thomas is a perfect student.
Nah, then they would guess I did it. What, is it clogged up? A little scribble will do it.
That's not a pen. It's more like a penknife. Oh, look, the ball's missing.
What ball? It's a pen.
It's a pen, but it's a ballpoint pen. Old-fashioned pens work by dipping the pen into a jar of ink. But with a ballpoint pen, the ink is stored inside of a tube that has a metal tip on the end with a small steel ball. Well, small for humans, that is, but of course, for Fixies, it's quite large. When you drag the pen across the paper, the ball spins around and gets ink on it from inside the tube. Then it turns over and the ink rolls out onto the paper. So without the ball, a ballpoint pen won't write at all.
So what am I going to do? That's my only red pen.
Hi, everybody. Why do you look so sad? We lost the ball from the tip of this pen. Where?
It's here somewhere.
Then you're in luck, boys. In the pack-a-mat, there's a metal detector. You can use it to find different kinds of metal objects. Nah, that's not it. I can see that myself. It's not on the table, Nolik.
Until not that long ago, humans used pens that had to be dipped over and over again into an inkwell. This was quite inconvenient, and so to make writing easier, the fountain pen was invented. A fountain pen could be filled up with ink, so it could write for a much longer time. But fountain pens would often leak, leaving blots of ink on the paper. This problem was solved with the invention of the ballpoint pen. Ballpoint pens are simple, handy, and reliable, except that you can't write with them on a wall or upside down for a long time. That's because the ball uses up the ink on it, and the ink can't flow up to the tip. But even this problem has been solved. There are now special ballpoint pens that can be used by astronauts floating in space.
Is this the one? You're right. That's it. Don't you just see how awesome my metal detector is? Is that what you're calling me now? Tom What do you need the red pen for? Well, Tom Thomas and I needed to fix something in his assignment book. What? If I knew that, I wouldn't have helped you out.
So no fidgeting and no talking.
And your teacher, she writes in your assignment book when you behave well?
Uh-huh. Whenever we behave well, she writes a note in our books right away.
Ah.
Did you see, Simka? How Tom Thomas managed to outsmart everybody?
Since I see nothing else here from your teacher, does that mean you behaved badly the other days?
Uh-huh. What? Well,
Did you see, Nolik? How Tom Thomas just managed to outsmart himself?
The touch screen.
Are you done? This piece will never fall off again. Tom Thomas, you're finally back. We were waiting and waiting for you so long that we fixed everything. Oops, well, almost.
I was out taking photographs of birds. I need them for my project. You know this one, it's a sparrow. This one's a jay. That's a chickadee. Pretty funny, right? And now my favorite. Ba-ba-ba-bam! What?
Is that a bird?
I was trying to get a picture of a bullfinch.
Only you got some kind of bu-bu-bu-boom.
It's all because of these stupid gloves. By the time I took them off, the bullfinch already flew away.
And what did you take them off for?
Because when I have them on, the buttons don't work.
You just need to try to press harder.
No, that won't help. Guys, are you telling me you don't know how the touchscreens on your smartphones work?
I don't know.
Me neither.
How can you not know that? Well, thankfully, you know someone here who knows it all.
And you're that someone, right?
Yep. Under the glass of a touchscreen, there's electricity flowing that can be conducted through a person's body. When someone touches a phone or a tablet with their finger, some part of the electricity flows into them. People don't feel it because the charge is very weak. But the sensors behind the screen notice this change and send a signal to the device's brain. Now it knows what needs to be done, like answer a call or write a message. Your gloves are made out of wool, and that means no electricity can go through them. But if they were made out of some material that was a conductor, for instance, like this foil. Let's wrap it around his finger.
It works with this.
I told you, because foil is a conductor of electrical current.
But there's nobody who makes gloves out of foil.
Actually, Katya, she has gloves that work with her smartphone.
And you have someone right here who happens to know it all, including how to make them. Oh, you are incredibly lucky to have me around. We'll cut the foil into thread and make a few stitches with it on your glove's fingertip.
So that way it'll conduct current?
You got it. It's all done.
Thanks so much. Only where will I find a bullfinch now?
Wait, you can find a photo of one on the internet and say that it's your picture.
Really? He could get into serious trouble for that.
Everything that's on the internet was created by someone. Games are written by programmers, films are made by directors, books are written by authors, and music by composers. These people are called creators, and for their creations, they are given copyrights. That means that the creators have the right to control how their creations may be used. For instance, when a photographer shares his photos on his webpage, it's not right for someone to just download them and use them somewhere else. And to claim those creations as your own work is simply unacceptable. Before going ahead and using someone else's work, it's better to ask for permission from the creator. The author will be very grateful.
What, did I do all
all that for nothing? Simka! Look up! It's a bum!
A bullfinch?
Put on your glove, quick! No! The one I made for you!
Why'd you scream for me to put a glove on anyway? When I'm inside.
That was the order of the one who just happens to know everything.
Oh, you're right. Actually, I'm so lucky to have her around. And so what about the picture?
We can find one on the internet. Just don't forget to put the photographer's name right under the picture.
The electric train.
Woo, 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 woo. Zoom, zoom. And suddenly, the Earth is attacked by an alien spaceship. Pew, pew, pew. If help arrives here on time, we'll be saved. Move faster, faster. Come on, get off the train. Move it, move it.
Tom Thomas, we came here to play.
Oh, finally you're here. I need some aliens for this game.
What kind of aliens are you talking about?
Just plain old aliens. You know the ones. They come destroy the Earth and just about everything.
We don't want to destroy anything at all. Why can't we be, the train engineers, huh?
Train engineers? You don't know anything about driving a train.
Oh, we know plenty about trains.
Humans invented the railroad long ago, but back then, the rails were made out of wood. People didn't start making metal rails until the end of the 18th century. But the first railroad cars had no engines to give them their power. Instead, they used horses to pull them along. Later, horses were replaced by the steam engine. Wood and coal would burn in their furnaces to boil the water in the boilers, making the steam that turned their wheels. And the Fixies were there to help those trains go, making sure all of the parts could work together smoothly. But now steam engines have long gone away. The railroad uses electricity now for its power. These electric trains race along the railway at almost the speed of an airplane.
So you might know trains, but you'll still be the aliens. This railroad is mine. So you're gonna play the way I want. The train is unloaded and leaving the station. Woo!
You can play choo-choo by yourself.
And I will.
Pew, 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 pew.
Hey, why did you stop? This doesn't help either. It's not going at all. Simka! Nolik! Where are you? Did I hurt your feelings or something? Mom, is Dad gonna be home soon?
No, is something the matter?
We've been attacked by evil aliens. The train has to be fixed right away, or we'll never escape them.
You want some tea?
I've got to think of something. Simka, Nolik, I know you're in there. Please forgive me if I hurt your feelings. I'm really sorry. There's nobody but you that can save the world from the evil aliens.
All right, you talked us back into it. Well, let's go and check the rails. Nolik, follow me. I'm faster. Whoa! Well, so much for being faster. But it looks like I found the brake. Tom Thomas, the rails are broken.
I know, and so?
You know, but that's why your train's not running. Just like a real train, model trains run on electricity. But there aren't any batteries inside the locomotive to pull the other cars. The engine gets its electricity from the rails. Each piece of the rail has a wire in it. If the rails come apart, the electricity can't flow through the track and get to the train. And without electricity, the train's engine just stops going. So reconnect the rails and your train will run again.
Uh-huh. Put them together. Ah, yes! Hooray! The train's running! Way to go! So will you play with me now?
And which way are we playing this time?
Whatever you want, I'm with you. The train rushes down the track with Nolik as its engineer, when suddenly from out of the sky comes an alien spaceship.
Greetings to you, O people of planet Earth. I come from far away, from another galaxy. Have you come to destroy everything? No, I've come to fix it all. Oh!
The sleigh.
All right, let it drop. Look at that. Oh, it's a shame humans have Santa Claus and Fixies don't.
What makes you think that they don't?
You know,
Santa's bringing presents later today. And while he's visiting, he'll even give you a sleigh ride.
For real? Hooray!
Can I have a second to talk with you? What's all this nonsense? Where are we supposed to find some Santa Claus for this?
I figured it all out.
Tell me you're joking. No, I won't have this masquerade.
Trying to do something fun for the kids is too much for you? Ah, I see. Can you put together a sleigh at least? I'll take care of the rest myself.
Oh, that was a lot of work.
Oh, wow! It's a sleigh! Santa Claus really showed up! Where is he?
I haven't seen anyone here. Gotta go.
I'll take one ride, that's all. Santa Claus won't care. It's really broken. Santa Claus won't even talk to me now. What am I gonna do? Serves me right.
Ho, ho, ho.
Santa Claus?
Whatever happened here?
It was an accident. I didn't do it on purpose.
It needs to be fixed. Think that you could help me?
Uh-huh.
Sleds and sleighs are simple but very useful things. Just attach a seat to a pair of runners, and the sled is ready to carry people or loads. In snowy places where cars might get stuck, a sled can easily glide right on top of the snow. And if you harness a dog to one, no one will be able to keep up with you. There are even different kinds of sports that feature dog sledding. There are also people who attach sails to sleds so they can catch the wind and sail along the ice at high speeds. And of course, you can just have fun going sledding. The more people on board, the faster you'll go. You can climb to the top of a hill with your family and sled on down together. You'll fly so fast the wind might whistle in your ears. Hey, hey, hey! Look out below! Kadish!
Where is my sleigh?
Another Santa?
I'm Santa Claus.
No, I'm the real Santa Claus. You are just an imposter.
I think your beard is about to fall off. Now I've got a sleigh ride for you.
No, I don't give you that ride.
Hey, this is my sleigh.
Is that so?
I got 2 Santa Clauses at once? Class! Wow, I am so lucky!
You certainly are. 2 is much better than 1.
Now that's one thing we agree on.
Oh, wow. Looks like a Santa Claus party over here. Isn't he cool? Which do you mean? The one that looks like Nolik's grandpa's or our Bossia?
So, are you ready for your presents?
I will go grab my sled from the tool shed, put on gloves and a hat onto my head. Then I'll go, then I'll go, then I'll go. Oh, the wind is so freezing, it's frightening, as I race down the hill just like lightning. On the cold snow I go. Sleds and saucers and toboggans there. All my friends are sledding everywhere.
The magnet.
Well, it looks like we need a pack-a-mat.
Where did this screw come from?
Ouch! Huh. Ah!
Papoose isn't in there either.
It's awful. He's probably disappeared forever. It's already been 5 days.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna find him for sure. Yeah, we'll find him for sure. Let's go take another look in the kitchen.
But we already looked in there.
We'll look better this time. Let's go take a look in there. We looked so many times already.
Simka, Nolik, what do you keep searching for in here?
It's not a what, it's a who. Our Papoose is missing. We've been looking for him everywhere.
Oh, no.
He's probably already turned into a screw, because he doesn't have enough energy.
Maybe I could help.
Surely. Let's start with you picking us up. We're just exhausted from running.
In a dangerous situation, a Fixie can choose to turn into a screw. But sometimes it happens all by itself. For example, when a Fixie doesn't have enough energy. When this happens, the Fixie grows weak, gets sluggish, and then goes into hibernation, turning into a screw. This bad luck happens when a Fixie doesn't get charged up from being inside of a device. That's why Fixies always work inside of machines, so they can stay charged up with energy. Sometimes a Fixie that has grown weak and turned into a screw can get lucky. If a human happens to find him and screws him into an appliance, then the Fixie will be able to get energized and come back to life. Then he'll unscrew himself and run away, leaving the human wondering, where did that screw go? I know I screwed it in.
So, where should we look first?
What are you looking for in here, Tom Thomas?
Well,
And what do you have there in your hand?
just some screws of mine.
Ah, I just found a screw not too long ago. Maybe it's one of yours.
Probably. Where's it now?
Here, take it, and don't leave them lying around.
Should I turn myself around now so your Papoose can turn back into himself?
He's been lying in there for a week already. He doesn't have the energy to turn back into himself.
Then what's next?
We have to screw him into some device, you know, so he will get his energy back.
Okay. But which one's Papoose?
All of these screws in here look like Papoose. Will We'll use a magnet.
How come? All of the screws will just get lifted up together.
First of all, not every kind of metal is attracted by a magnet. It's an easy thing to see for yourself. Just get a magnet. You probably have one in your house on the refrigerator. Try moving it close to different metal objects you have around the house, like a spoon or nails or coins. You'll notice that some of the metal objects are pulled very strongly by the magnet, while some of the metals are pulled a bit less. And then there will be some metal things that aren't attracted to the magnet at all.
Got it. And the second thing?
Well, the second thing, we Fixies aren't attracted to that magnet one bit when we turn into screws.
Let's give it a try. Here, I found him. And now we'll screw him in. I wonder, are there any other Fixies in here?
We're not enough for you or something?
Not at all, I just wonder. Nothing. Oh, and the screw went away.
How about that? He already got charged up and unscrewed himself.
Why don't you take a little rest after such a big adventure?
No thanks, I've had plenty of rest. Anyway, it's something I've wanted to do for a very long time already.
The keyboard.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready or not, here we come. And where is he hiding this time? Tom Thomas! Yoo-hoo!
Tom Thomas, you didn't forget about your grandma's birthday, did you?
No! Oops, I did.
We found you this time.
Hey, that's not fair. It was my mom that found me, not you.
Then go and hide again.
Not now. I have to draw a birthday card for... my grandmother. So, we need one clean sheet of paper.
When's your grandma's birthday?
Tomorrow.
But your card won't get there on time.
Oh, then what can I do?
Come on and use your noggin. Pick up the phone and give her a ring. Your grandmother will be really happy to hear your voice.
No, we've got a tradition. We send each other birthday cards.
And what's the internet for? Why don't you send off an electronic card to her?
Simka, that's genius. Oh, this one's cool.
Now go ahead and type your message.
The letter D isn't working. How can I write Dear Grandma without D?
Just let her be a plain old grandma without the dear.
But the letter G isn't working either.
It looks like we could use a pack-a-mat here.
A pack-a-mat? What for?
To clean off the keyboard's contacts that got all dirty.
What contacts?
A key on a computer keyboard works pretty much the same way as a doorbell does. When we press on the button of a doorbell, the contacts inside touch, which lets the electricity flow that makes the bells ring. And when we press a letter on a computer keyboard, an electrical current runs from the keyboard to the computer, and that letter appears on the screen. But if there's dirt between the contacts that stops them from touching, then the current can't flow. What did you drop in here that is so sticky?
It's probably the soda I was drinking.
And so, you shared it with the keyboard? Here's the reason why it's not working. Where did so many crumbs come from?
They fell off my sandwich.
What in the world is this red stuff down here?
That must be the sauce for my mushroom pizza.
Oh, Nolik. Well, now it looks like we're gonna be out picking mushrooms.
The Fixies are always ready to help people out. But there are some people we really don't feel like helping. I remember when I was working as a Fixie back in one house. It was a disaster. One day, the owner spilled coffee on the remote for the TV. As I was running to clean the remote, he starts pounding the TV with his fist because the channels won't change. So now the TV is broken too. Well, with no TV, he decides to listen to some music, and he carelessly pulls the music center onto the floor. So he tries to fix that himself and manages to break it for good. And then he sits down on top of his telephone and breaks that to bits. Meanwhile, I'm still busy trying to clean the coffee off of the remote. There wasn't a minute of rest with this guy around. In the end, I couldn't take it any longer. So I got out of there, and now I'm here, teaching kids.
Tom Thomas, why are you eating food at your computer? Yeah, they don't feed you in the kitchen or something?
Now I know it. It's not allowed.
You said it. Now write your message, and write the address on there too.
Uh-huh. Mom, do you know what the email address for Grandma is?
Grandma doesn't have an email address.
So what? We went ahead and fixed that keyboard for nothing?
I still need it. Am I Grandma? I'll give her a ring on the phone.
You said you had a tradition of writing each other cards.
And what? Grandma will be happy to hear my voice.
That's some original idea, huh?
The mixer.
Marcia, why are we going to the dishwasher again?
We have a busy day ahead of us, and we all need to be charged up with energy.
I don't like charging myself up in the dishwasher.
Then how about the microwave, Nolik? Or the kettle?
No, thanks. I don't like it when we go inside anything at all in that kitchen. There's not one interesting thing in there. And where's it interesting, huh? In the computer. Marcia, will you let me get charged up in the computer? The energy there is sweeter.
Our diet has to be nutritious, Nolik, not just delicious. People don't eat just candy, do they?
Humans get energy from food, while the Fixies get their energy from appliances. Humans eat all sorts of foods, and so do Fixies. They need the energy that comes from different devices. Getting charged up in a car makes a Fixie faster. In a computer, smarter. And in a clock, more accurate. To get a balanced energy diet, Fixies mustn't stay inside of one place all the time like a television. It's healthier for us to move from one device to another.
Good morning, Tom Thomas. What's the matter?
For breakfast, I got cereal with milk. Mom says that milk is so healthy, but I think it's just awful.
Aha, Nolik, there you are. Go get charged right now. I'm not going. Look at Tom Thomas. He doesn't want to have breakfast either. Why don't you? Milk tastes awful to him. Taste awful? He just doesn't know how to drink it right. Look what we've got here. What?
What?
A mixer. A mixer is a kitchen appliance that's used to mix together different foods. With a mixer, you can make things like frosting, sauces, or an omelet. But the most delicious thing you can make with a mixer is a milkshake. It's easy. Just put some fruit, syrup, juice, ice cream, or anything else you'd like into a container and then add milk. Now use the mixer to stir it all up until it's smooth and creamy. And that's it. You've got yourself a milkshake. Guys, what do we have for a milkshake?
We've got a jar of jelly. Will it work?
That'll work. And strawberry jam? That'll be great.
Here's a banana.
I found some chocolate, too.
And I found strawberry ice cream.
Start up the mixer.
When you get up from your bed, yo. When you get up from your bed, open your favorite cereal when your day is ahead. Open your favorite cereal when your day is ahead. There is still some milk's all that you need indeed. A little milk's all that you need. A little milk's all that you need indeed. A little milk's all that you need. A little milk's all that you need indeed. A little milk's all that you need.
Wow, this mixer's cool, isn't it?
You think we can make one more shake? Just one. They were good.
Sure, if you want to.
Oh, where did all the milk go?
Way to go. Looks like you drank all of it. And I remember when you said how milk is awful.
I didn't know how to drink it right.
Simka, what in the world were you up to? And what happened to Nolik?
Shh. Just come, I'll show you.
Nolik, here you are. Didn't you say that charging up in the kitchen is boring for you?
The mixer's not boring. It gives you energy that's yummy, delicious, and nutritious.
The Fixie phone.
Tom Thomas!
Huh?
Try to guess what we have with us.
You guess what I have.
A banana. A race car. No, not that. Chocolate. A pair of socks.
Ha! Do you give up? My dad bought a new phone for himself and gave me his old one. He said I can keep it.
Oh, wow!
And what have you got?
Look!
Ah, you got a telephone too.
It's better than that. This is a Fixie phone. Papu's got himself a new Fixie phone. And he gave this old one to Simka.
And can you make calls on it?
Take a guess. Come on, let me show him. Hi there, Papoose.
Hi, Nolik.
Why are you calling?
Just to say hi.
Nolik, don't just call me if you know I'm working.
All right. See that?
So what? I can make calls on my phone.
Calls to humans, that is. But to Fixies, you can't. A Fixie phone is a smartphone made just for Fixies. Not only can Fixies call each other with it, but they can get onto their own special Fixie internet. On a Fixie phone, you can find a camera, a flashlight, news, games, movies, and Fixie ditties. Those are the Fixies' favorite songs. Fixie kids love them, and so do their parents, because Fixie phones can easily let parents know where their kids are and whether or not they're in trouble. Over the years, humans have learned how to turn telephones into mobile phones and mobile phones into smartphones. They use them to call each other and to go onto their internet. A smartphone is almost as powerful as a computer, but they still have a long way to go to be as good as Fixie phones.
Yeah, that's really cool, guys. Only this phone does the same.
But can your phone do this? Take a look over here.
You mean here? It's just a mouse.
And now, look here.
Whoa! But he's not on there.
But look, he's here. And that's not all. Watch.
A mouse helps the user navigate around the computer. And when we move it...
You get it? No one else can see the Fixie except for you. And he can help you.
Super! Oh, it'd be great to have my own Fixie phone.
What are you talking about? You're not a Fixie.
What a shame. I'm off to school, guys.
He gets so upset. He even forgot to take his phone. I have an idea.
My smartphone's my best friend. I love to hear it beeping, so I keep it by my side even when I'm sleeping. Bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, even when I'm sleeping. With my phone I play alone. I don't need my brother. Soon they'll make a brand new app to replace my mother. Bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, to replace my mother. Check my mail, send a text,
plug it in, now I'm out of power.
Bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, now I'm out of power. Bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, now I'm out of power.
We finished. Tadoosh!
Look, it's a...
Surprise!
Wow, this is great! Now I've got my own Fixie phone. It's just like you've got.
Well, pretty close.
Tom Thomas. Tom Thomas, let me use your phone to call myself. I need to find my phone. Oh, wow. You've changed everything in here. Where am I? I guess I'm Papoose. Huh, what a funny name you came up with for me.
Nolik, just stop. I don't have time for your fooling around.
What? Who is that?
That's, not Nolik.
Who is this? Do you know who I just called?
Does anyone know who this phone belongs to out here?
Oh, your mother found it. I'm coming. We'll fix those numbers later.
Ugh, Papoose is gonna really give it to us. Give me your phone, Tom Thomas, and I'll delete all the Fixies numbers from it.
But how can I call you up then?
Why would you have to call us? We're always clueless.